Are there fucking sound effects in this version? Gonna be honest, I never noticed that, Fitz. That's so funny. I, like, tone that out every time I've listened to this. Okay, heads up, I fixed it. This could have been really bad. I put the new Spider-Man video on the fucking community playlist. That's embarrassing. Okay, hold on. This song is fantastic, but I gotta be real with you. I don't remember these sound effects being in it. Am I stupid? I legitimately don't remember these being here. I'm starting to feel fucking stupid. Hold up, 2 seconds. Okay, I'm skipping the later part to see something. Fitz, I think you might be full of shit. There's not supposed to be thunder in this song. Fitz, I'm so sorry you had to find out this way. What a horrible reality. I've never played a Persona game in my life. All I know is they have sick beats and some, from what I've heard, problematic story beats sometimes. But that's about it. That's all I know. And I guess, like, I don't know. To be a high schooler is to do crime. I don't know what the fuck happens to Persona. I'm not going to pretend I do. The following stream is scheduled for mature audiences. If you are not over the age of 18, get the hell out of here. If you are, party time, dude! Hello and welcome to my stream.
What are you talking about?
I fucking hate you. Five! I'm gonna fucking eel you again. Oh my god! Two things. Oh, it's coming home! It's not four, it's metaphorical four. I don't remember a big flamp. Flamp? It's like we got company, boys! Fuck you, I'll kill you, I'll murder you! Enough, because I flattened your baby boy! Deforestation, Misty. Yeah! Uh-oh. Scheduled for Pikmin 4! Introducing your host, the undisputed champion of YouTube.com and Twitch.tv, the unkillable, indomitable, unstoppable Champion Boom! Lights on, bitches. The king's home. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna probably crash again immediately. Can you picture that? Just like last time, it starts in an immediate crash. There's a chance. Stay on guard. You never know what's gonna come up. It's the gibbery. No clue what I meant to say there. No fucking clue. But what I do know is that we're here again for another session of Pikmin 4. I believe this is session 9 now? Where did the 9 days of Pikmin go? I don't remember them. It was all just one long stream. And I've broken it down to 9 to live. Only people that are here live know that I've been changing in between these like little breakdowns, so people think it's been multiple days. But I've been here a long time. We need to go to bed. That'd be the stupidest bit. Hi everyone. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. And I more importantly hope that you can hear this. And I'm hoping you can, because I'm pretty sure I moved that onto something else, but we'll see. I think it's going through properly. Yeah, it's working. It's fine. It's fine. I was late today. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can hear the boos already. Kimberly in the front row is going, she doesn't quite get the boo part. Just kind of makes a sound, but that's fine. I don't judge Kimberly for that. I was late. I'm sorry, but I hope you understand why. As we got the new video out, and I'm happy. I'm thrilled. New viddy. That's 1 of 9. That's 9 days of Spider-Man content. Which I was sitting there, I was typing down. I was typing like, while I was uploading the video. And I was like, hey, sorry for being late. It's been a while since I made a video. I was busy making 9 videos. Like, it hit me at that moment. Like, I was apologizing for making 9 videos. Hey, sorry it took so long. I was making 9 of these. Like, it's one thing if you take so long and you come back with 1 vid, right? But you come back with fucking 9 videos and it's like, oh, okay, well, I think that makes a bit of sense, you know? But yeah, I'm very happy about it. I think someone left my door open. I'm hearing like every noise under the fucking sun right now, and I'm not sure why. But we'll deal with that when we get to that. For now, though, getting everything as ready as I can and popping on these light fixtures to get rid of all shadows. Getting rid of our background, because that's what we do. And then, Gamer Zone. I have the shittiest snap of life. Do one of those. Like a real person. Seth, I'm really enjoying your, what's it called? Your talk of these movies. But it seems like a different life than I live. You know? And I kind of like it. I want to experience it. You know? Like, the kaiju movies get to a point that they're fucking, like, ridiculous, I think, you know? Which is, like, I guess the point of some of the crazy ones, right? But, also, Hey, I'm just saying. I don't know if you guys looked at it, but there's a Resident Evil 6 trailer. Resident Evil 6, GTA 6 trailer. I'm in a different realm right now. There's a GTA 6 trailer, right? I didn't look at it still, but I've heard people say it's very pretty. And all I gotta say is that I don't tend to enjoy what Rockstar does as a company at all. Like their whole thing of like, okay, this game's out. Remember how we used to support these? Get that out of there. We gotta pump more shark cards in GTA 5. You know? But I will say that so far, every story game they put out, I tend to very much enjoy. So I have a feeling I'm probably gonna be liking GTA 6's existence, but we'll see how that goes. I know Red Dead is like I fucking love Red Dead. Red Dead's incredible. Red Dead 1 featuring my idiot fucking boy John Marston. Red Dead 2 with the hunky cowboy himself, Arthur Morgan. It's a great time for the whole family. It's fantastic. Totally doesn't make you cry or anything at all. Totally was fine. Fitz had zero care in the world for that game before I went into it. Fitz didn't give a shit. Fitz didn't give a fucking shit about Red Dead. And we stepped into it, now Fitz like, John Marston. Mr. Marston. You idiot. You brazen fool. I do like that he's just stupid, you know? Like, he's just so dumb. Like, at first, you're thinking, maybe that's just a thing of his gang. And then, you know, Red Dead 2 being a prequel, you're like, wait. He's very stupid, even among his gang, you know? I've been very taken with the phrases, thing person, I love you, thing person, save me. But see, that implies you're in a bad area, and you're not having a good time. But you're in the Jimmy Bim stream. You don't need saving. You're safe. Start fucking spitting venom at the camera. Aggressive. Venom? Like the song? I like Venom like the song instead of like, you know, the character of the videos I'm making currently. Like right now, not making. Well, they're done. They're almost all done. I got like, did you hear coughing? This is why I have my door shut normally. If you hear random coughing in the background, I'm sorry. I have no idea why my door is open. It's expressly against my wishes. In every sense of the word. I didn't get to read the Picklepedia last time because we were like in such a rush. Because I was late to poker night. Because I was playing fucking Pikmin. Take a look in the notes sections. You'll find full of Olmar's brilliant observations. Oh. Oh no, this is a new thing. Okay, well I gotta shut the fucking door if I'm gonna be reading because there's way too much noise going on right now. I'm gonna leave this on so you guys can look at fucking Bulborbs while I take a second here. So 2 seconds. BRB. There's fucking Olmar entries, which that's a real scientist right there. I've returned, I'm sorry. Briefly had to go. Door shut. Nothing's interrupting our Pikmin time now. We're good. Alright. Well, we obviously already got the statement from... I forgot its name. What's their name? Dalmo, thank you. It's Olmar time. Although initially identified as a juvenile Bulborb, groundbreaking new research indicates that this creature is in fact a member of the breadbug family. A close relative of breadbug, it escapes predation through mimicry. Oh, I'm so happy to get these back. Oh, let's go. Albino dwarf Bulborb. A Bulborb larva after its first molt. Due to its pale coloration, it was assumed to be a mimic when it was first discovered. It was later confirmed to be a true dwarf Bulborb. To avoid predation from adult Bulborbs, it spends majority of its daytime hiding underground. So adult Bulborbs will eat the babies. Interesting. It spends majority of its daytime hours hiding underground. It becomes more active at night when its paler coloration is more difficult to see. In this state, it's difficult to discern what species of Bulborb any given juvenile may be by appearance alone. It's only after Bulborb's second molt that they start to display more distinguishing species characteristics. Okay, so we finally got it. Here's the baby we thought was a baby. And immediately figured out this is not a baby, this is a bread bug. And then here's the actual babies. This is what my hypothesis was earlier when I was going through these, but this is like the truth of it, you know? Seeing it here shows that he's completely correct about that. Like, I was gonna say, I like Dalmos, they were fun, but it's mainly just, you know, those little cutie woody get a booty. And that's about it, you know? But like, Olmar's is like, this is what these things do. This is how they work, and I love that, you know what I mean? Olmar's are like Samus's log entries in Metroid Prime, where, where Samus will, scan something and completely say, like, what their a diet and shit is and stuff like that. Like, the beginning scan will just tell you how to kill it, but if you go in the logbook, you can see the full thing, like, oh, they prey on these, they do this, you know, like that kind of stuff. I love that shit. Bulborb. This large organism has the familiar mandibles and craniomorphology of the grub dog family, as well as the characteristic bulging eyes. As with most grub dogs, the creature's cranium comprises half its total length and girth. Showing a scarlet abdomen with white spots, this creature is primarily nocturnal, choosing to prey upon smaller creatures returning to their nests. Originally classified as a spotty bulborb, further research has reclassified this species as the basic bulborb. Subspecies of varied colors have recently been discovered, but academics are divided into two rival camps on how to handle their classification. So, like, this obviously can't be, like a reboot of Pikmin. Because they're talking about this creature. And it's already, like, discovered and, like, talked about. But wouldn't Olmar have been the first person here? Or would that be, like, part of the reboot? I don't fucking care. I'm having too much fun with Pikmin. I'm not gonna think too much about that. Jumbo Bulborb. During reproduction, after an egg is fertilized by a sperm. There's fucking sperm in Pikmin! I got a little too excited about that, didn't I? Alright, well, there you go. That's the game. During reproduction, after an egg is fertilized by sperm, any excess chromosomes are usually discarded through a process called meiosis. But occasionally, this process fails to occur, and a bulborb individual will develop irregularly due to this chromosomal abnormality. Specimens like this one are stronger than the average bulborb and exhibit more aggressive behavior. However, they are not able to procreate as they will never reach sexual maturity. It's a baby. So, the jumbo bulborbs are more akin to like just big dwarf bulborbs than just a bulborb. If anything, that does explain what, like, the behavior differences in a kind of way. See, the jumbo bulborb is always moving, but the bulborb is sleeping because an adult bulborb is asleep most of its time. But, like the dwarf bulborb, it's always up. This is Jim's hypothesis is coming in now, too. You know? This one's a bread bug, too. Just as the dwarf red bulborb mimics the appearance of the bulborb, it was theorized that a variant mimicking the orange bulborb must also exist. Recent fieldwork has confirmed this theory. An orange bulborb. This bulborb species boasts a garish color pattern with a deep orange body and black spots. The orange bulborb's yellow bloodshot eyes make it clear this bulborb is excessively edgy and high-strung. Hey, edgelord. Making it easier to wake from a deep sleep than other species of the grub dog family. Wolf bulbear. Bulbears are so funny. A spotty bulbear larva in its third stage of development, this creature's body structure is nearing maturation. However, unlike mature bulbears, it has yet to claim its own patrol route, and thus it's dependent upon its parent for guiding direction. Spotty bulbear. A mid-sized subspecies within the grub dog family, the spotty bulbear's unique feeding habits set it apart from other grub dogs. It patrols a set path, searching for prey, instead of passively feeding on creatures that wander into a limited territorial range. When entering the spotty bulbear habitat, it is wise to proceed with extreme caution until the bulbor's patrol path can be clearly identified. I like that bulborbs are if ladybugs are even funnier. Yeah, right? Silly. People have compared this to a Down syndrome, which pisses me off because it's not true. Just because you only know about one thing caused by additional chromosomes. Fuck off. Anyway, I had to get this out of my system. I like that. Like, I was wondering where you were going with that, and I got a little worried. I'm gonna be honest. I got a little worried that you were about to say something that was gonna make me mad. You know, but you know, it was you being mad about something. I thought you were gonna. I don't know. Listen, I know you guys are great. But I've seen too many people come into Twitch and then just suddenly have like a dog shit, like horrible thing they put out. And I'm like, what happened? You know what I mean? So I got scared for a second there. I got scared for a second, okay? I gotta be on guard. I'm pleased with that message. That message is good. Oh, got me for a sec. Dwarf frosty bulbear. Much like the more mature specimens, the juvenile frosty bulborb is able to create and carry ice on an epidermis that promotes extracellular freezing. However, they take an entire night to regenerate their ice, which is why they're often accompanied by adults. Juveniles display a smaller number of spots than the adults, causing some to believe this is actually a species of mimicking bread bug. However, the results of further analysis proved this was not the case. Actual grub dogs. A bulborb with large amounts of ice and frost covering its midsection. It's unusual to find ice such as this attached to a living organism, as it's cold enough to freeze small animals and regenerates any ice mass that gets broken off. This bulborb species intercellular stores of sugars, amino acids, and organic acids provide it with a plant-like resistance to freezing, making it possible for the bulborb to touch the ice without freezing itself. I love the way they look. The little nose, that's what gets me, you know? This one's based on my favorite ladybug, the one's made of ice. Yeah, it's not that I don't trust you, Seth. I just kind of panic immediately. I had a viewer that I thought was pretty cool, and then we had a game night, and they drew fucking blackface as a prompt, and we kicked them out of the server. You never know. You never fucking know. Fiery bulblacks. Bodily excretions of a highly flammable waxy substance interact with the cell structure of this grub dog's skin, causing a chemical reaction that produces extremely high temperatures. Whip-tongue bulborb. Instead of gnashing jaws usually found in a related species, it uses its extensible viscous tongue to capture prey. Even before it opens its mouth, it's recognizable by its tapered snout and black spots against its white back. I love the way this one looks. It's so fun. Bulborb larva. As its name implies, this creature is a bulborb in an early stage of development. Its distinct bulborb coloration is yet to appear, but it already exhibits other uniquely bulborb characteristics. It is capable of hunting nourishment independently without the help of its parents. Yeah, I know it can. Dickhead. What bothers me about this game is they brought these guys back everywhere. They're not just with the Empress. And they brought them back with the Empress too, and I got mad. I hate this motherfucker. It's not a bad thing. It's just a personal, like, vendetta. I don't think the game is bad. I want to destroy them. Empress bulblacks. Initial observations place doubt on the capability of the grub dog family to support a strong ant or bee-like social structure. But recent studies show the family is capable of such complexity for brief periods when certain external parameters are met. The egg sac of the largest female grub dog within a given range swells to dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as the sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of pack matriarch. Also, in pack formation, it's been observed that nearly all males not involved in species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. You know what? I'm a sleeping baby bulb. Not what I want to say at all. Emperor bulblacks. The largest member of the grub dog family is normally found burrowed underground. This camouflage allows the predator to surprise smaller creatures and use its long adhesive tongue to catch prey. So you're still the largest, eh? Because we saw the jumbo, but I guess it still doesn't credit you. Helps that, like, you got, like, a mass to you. You know what I mean? Like, every step is like a titan walking. It's incredible. Amazing. Sorry, I love the Picklopedias and stuff. I'm fascinated by this shit. You know what I mean? I guess because species and the jumbo species is technically smaller. No, I'm having a great time. Did I say something that was against that, or did you just randomly mention that you're having a great time? Like, what happened? I'm confused. Fiery blowhog. This creature expels a volatile phosphorus compound from its snout that combusts upon contact with air. The fire-breathing ability is dependent upon the air-to-fuel ratio in its mouth, catalyst reaction within the expelled compound, and purification of the compound. Thus, it is highly unlikely that such a complex process could cause a spontaneous explosion of a fallen blowhog. This process is also perhaps to avoid risk of spontaneous combustion in the belly of a live specimen. However, one should still treat a fiery blowhog with great care during transfer. Because you said sorry? Did I? That's neither here nor there. Snowy blowhog. This species has the ability to condense atmospheric carbon dioxide within an organ called a cold sac. Don't make a testicle joke. Try your best not to. Just don't. My sack when it's cold. Shut up. Okay. The cold sac creates dry ice, and its vapors are then expelled as icy breath. A close relative to this species, the fiery blowhog, can keep its internal body temperature from rising because of the phosphorus combat. phosphoric compounds it expels only fuck, what the hell? Because the phosphoric compounds it expels only ignite when they make contact with the air. In contrast, the snowy blowhog maintains internal body conditions below freezing, and its other internal organs are protected by thick layers of fat and the extracellular freezing that occurs within its cold sac. Here's the thing, right? This is why we want Olmar here. What does Domo say? You think they look the same? No, they're not, dummy. This little silly gives you the chills. And then you go to Olmar, and he tells you, yeah, it's shooting dry ice at you. I wanted to I need to hear that. I want to know that. That's crazy. Alina, hi! Now, here's my thing. Are we going to get the watery blowhogs back? Because we have, like, fiery and snowy, but I haven't seen watery. Or have I, and I forgot. We're gonna see, I guess. Tusked blowhog. Similar to an ancestor species of the fiery blowhog, this creature has a pair of sharp tusks that it uses to charge enemies with vigorous violence. It demonstrates its aggressive nature when it pursues its prey and when it's attacked by a predator of its own. In the case of the latter, the tusked blowhog will attack its attacker, causing them to balk while it can dash away to safety. This species also has an extremely sharp sense of smell, which it uses to detect the pheromone-like scent of its favorite food, underground mushrooms. Real hog shit right here. I'm feeling pretty good, Alina. How are you feeling today? Hopefully you're doing swell. I'm always so happy when you're around. Armored cannon larva. This specimen is a lithopod larva. Lithopods, like flint beetles, use internal metabacteria to aid chemical digestion. These metabacteria can only survive in certain environments, such as within the body of certain insects. So lithopod larvae do not contain any metabacteria immediately after hatching. Larvae feed on partially digested or regurgitated by mature lithopods, ensuring the larvae may obtain metabacteria the way they would not. They would not normally have acquired. Okay, I'll like shut down. I'm suffering. Balk is like when you almost throw up. Okay, just making sure. I don't know what he's at. Dude, it's okay to tell me. It's fine. Hey, dude, it's okay to tell. Dude, it's okay. Hey, dude, it's okay. Thank you. I didn't know. Horned cannon beetle. Look at this fucking guy. I love all these hogs, man. This is not a hog, but I was saying the hogs back there, and I was reading Fitz's comment about hogs. I know this might sound stupid now when I'm not looking at a hog, but I just only chose to read Fitz's thing now, okay? It's life. Males of this species are known for their horn-like... Yeah, I almost said blowjobs. I'm gonna be real with you. I just misread that entirely. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. My bad. We're moving on. Males of this species are known for their horn-like blowholes. When females reach maturity, their blowhole closes and they lose the ability to launch rocks. At the start of breeding season, the females lay eggs on rocks launched by a male. The rocks then become food for the growing larva. Though once mistaken for adult armored cannon beetles, this species is actually a naturalized non-native species that migrated here from another continent. Huh. Interesting. That's different. Jim getting absolutely riled by penis, sperm, ball suck, blowjob, Olmar's R-rated Piclopedia. Oh, fuck. The horned cannon beetle can be breed with adult armored cannon beetles, but only about half the eggs will actually hatch. This hybrid species has the potential to seriously pollute the gene pool. Furthermore, it exhibits aggressive territorial behavior, sometimes launching boulders at young armored cannon beetles, which has driven the latter species to the verge of extinction. Interesting. So I was sitting here thinking, okay, this and this are the same. Like, I thought, like, you know, this grows up into this, but I guess I misunderstood. They're not the same. And you can see from the scientific names themselves, you know? Like, these are from a different continent. Interesting. Interesting. Now, Arctic guys. Like other members of the lithopod family, its internal bacteria are specialized to form ice compounds from ambient moisture, which it then expels as projectiles. It technically doesn't rely on cold temperatures to create this ice, which is formed by pressurized internal fluids that act as a coolant. When the projectiles rapidly expand, they absorb ambient heat, lowering the air temperature enough for the moisture in the air to freeze. And this one. So these ones are different. This one's actually the adult version of it. This is an adult cannon beetle of this cannon larva. Where this one, otherwise, like an adult version of this would be the armored cannon beetle But instead, this is the horned cannon beetle. Little difference, and I kind of really like that. Okay, here's the actual adult. Upon reaching maturity, the blowhole on its head closes, leaving in place the pointed crest of the Arctic cannon beetle's shell. In order to get enough food in nutrient-deficient environments, adult specimens start breathing through their mouths. Some experts have posited this adaptation causes the species to lose territorial competitions with the armored cannon larva, driving into colder environments. Though this beetle's increased suction strength, it must ventilate via a spiracle on its abdomen and open its shell to avoid rapid body inflation. I feel like I'm the only person who knew what fucking spiracles was before this, aside from Seth, obviously, you know? That's how insects breathe! Sorry. I got excited. It's reflected on the species name too, which is cool. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, see, this one just says that but larva, this one but full. And then over here, you can see these are just completely different species name. You know, this one's the Grantist Chucline larva, and this is the Grantist ferus. Well, these ones are both Grantist frostatum. Female sheargrum. The male grub. The males of the species are purple and black creatures with tapered mouths, while the females are lighter in color and lack an armored exoskeleton. As with most mandiblards, these creatures have regressed to the point where they've lost both legs and wings. They can be seen crawling around on the ground and are believed to feed on the vegetable extracts from the congealed fluids of expired Pikmin. Males of the same species. The men! This specimen's a male sheargrub. Having lost both legs and wings, the male burrows into the soil and waits to ambush small creatures that pass by. This beast... I'm sorry, Red fits this thing and now it's getting me. This beast's mandibles can be dangerous, making creatures such as Pikmin easy prey. God. Shearwig. Unusual for their genus, flying mandiblards have retained their wings. However, only the adult males of the species can fly. Females of this species spend most of their life underground. They do emerge for a brief period after maturation to spawn, but they never metamorphose. Sheer flea. This is what actually killed Tunch earlier, if you remember. The sensory hairs growing in this creature's orange body segments can detect body temperatures, movement, and carbon dioxide levels. It clings to its prey with its claw-like front legs and sucks their blood through pointed proboscis. Researchers found that the sheer flea can store energy created while contracting its bellows-like body in the elastic proteins located at the root of its hind legs, allowing it to repeatedly jump very high. Its reproductive rates are rather explosive. A small group of egg-laying females can boom into a population of over 100 in a month's time. Really quick before I keep reading this, there's a lot of them, but I want to see the new ones that we have for Dalmo, just to get those out of the way, and then we keep reading all our ones, you know? It has an agreeable personality, and as long as the meal doesn't get caught in its web, it will sit there curled up into a cuddly ball and waiting. You'll have to throw some food or even use yourself as bait if you wish to see it moving. What a leisurely method of hunting. For the arachnoid, the Clavofictus fera, arachnid family. That's so stupid. Alright, and there's obviously the Gilbander. My son. Salamandra falsorum from the Amphibiland family. Notice the gold sparkles on its back. In order to survive, this delight of a creature spends a mind-boggling amount of time collecting those special gold stones. Though, it isn't real gold, and it can confuse the sensors. That's another marvel of the natural world for you. Then, of course, Mammoth. Mammoth Snootwhacker. Naspirillum merlona, Snootwhack family. If you get close, it'll whip its trunk around and around and smash it on the ground. It might be a chance for you to, It might be a chance for an exciting jump rope workout. If you try throwing a bomb at it, it'll use that dexterous trunk to shoot it right back at you. Those are some nose skills that can impress any athlete. Yeah, Dalmo, your shit doesn't hit as hard as Omar's. I'm sorry, man. You know? Moldy Slooch. Parasitus pseudofungi elasticis hostis. Sporovid family. Slugga choo choo. Here comes the fungal spore chain. The miasma emitting from the fungus on its back has toadstool spores in it. If you must observe it, do so from as far away as possible, or risk ending up as a fungal choo choo too. Awful, Dalmo. That was awful. And then here's the bug-eyed Crawmad. Which, by the way, really fun to find that again. Like, we saw the Hermits, but the Bug-Eyed, this is a classic of a previous title. And having to hit its eyes again was fun. Bug-Eyed Crawmad, Camabarus subterranid, Crawmad family. Its peepers aren't just big, they're capable of seeing things our eyes can't. This bug-eyed darling could identify all sorts of unknown objects for us if we just showed it what to look at. How useful could that be? And the Bloomcap Bloister. That's a fucking name. Molluscid florera, mollusk king family. With a peaked carapace and undulating mouth, it goes around cleaning up everything in its path. It's the organic vacuum cleaner of the natural world. If you startle it, it opens the top like an umbrella, which can be quite a surprise to whoever is watching. That's everything. Okay. All right, Olmar, back to show me science. Back to tell me science, my guy. Joustmite. Others than this family wear their shells on their bellies, but this one's shell functions more like a helmet. Its wings have atrophied into uselessness, so instead it burrows beneath the ground and pops out only to pierce prey with its needle-like proboscis and drain their bodily fluids. Larval joustmites remain underground for years, or even decades in some cases. The idea of bugs that stay underground for decades is crazy, you know? Dumbo makes posts on Tumblr where they call people sweet summer child. Yeah, Dumbo calls everything beans. I'm pretty sure Dalmo calls something a bean in this, if I recall. One of these entries, Dalmo refers to something as a bean. Yeah, okay, I was right. Thought so. Flighty Joustmite. It's a close relative of the original Bronet species, but this variety of Joustmite still has the use of its wings. Oddly, it still makes its habitat below ground and employs the same tactic of lying in wait before emerging to strike. The helmet protecting its head is functionally as hard as steel due to the waxy secretions in its pores that absorb and redirect any shocks it sustains. He does say little bean. Oh, okay. Of course he does. Swooping snitchbug. The scarapnids originally lived on the ground, sporting poorly developed vestigial wings. This species developed enlarged antennae that can be used as makeshift wings. Scarapnids are attracted to the sight of large groups of Pikmin and cavalry formation and will swoop down to seize them. However, scarapnids, I'm saying scarapnids for some reason, scarapnids do not eat Pikmin, and they'll drop any seized Pikmin after a short time. The reason for this behavior is unknown, but I look forward to future research in the area. Skitterleaf. The skitterleaf is a relative of the pond skater that shed its wings to adapt to life on the ground. With no residual traits of its airborne past, the skitterleaf can neither fly nor skid across the surface of the water. The wings have since evolved into leaf-like structures on its back, which serve to hide the skitterleaf through mimicry. It appears quite effective, as few predators can see through its clever disguise. Disguise? Ugh. Remember when I just said men for one of them for a second? So let's get him again. Diary entry, men. Desiccated skitterleaf. The skitterling variant that resembles dead leaves. Its legs have developed in specific ways. The front claws capture prey, while the flat hind legs are suited for running and swimming. Its highly tuned senses keep it still for any creature but Pikmin. Pigman? I said Bigman. Once it gets its claws on prey, it doesn't easily let go. Recent research has revealed that this camouflage has a second purpose beyond hunting. Scavengers are fooled by its disguise into carrying its eggs, thereby expanding the population. Fiery Dweevil. Members of the Dweevil family are known for carrying objects of astounding size on their backs and mimicking them. The Fiery Dweevil is one species in this family. Generally, this very gentle insect that feeds on grass nectars, but when faced with danger, the Fiery Dweevil ignites flammable internal gases, juts out its jaw, and spews scorching flames. As this clearly makes it a rather dangerous insect, it's best not to linger directly in front of it. Annoyed Dweevil. Members of the Dweevil family are known for this is the same thing as before. They seem to have no particular preference for which objects they carry on their backs, as they'll carry about anything they can lift. They boast an internal organ that generates electrical charges, which the Annoyed Dweevil releases when it senses danger. Several points of differentiation for the other members of the species have been confirmed, such as body color and behavioral patterns, but none of these suggest major deviations in the creature's genetic structure. This makes it clear that it's a relative of the family. When attacked by enemies, the Hydro Dweevil spits out bodily fluids in response. Spacesuits corrode and oxidize when they come in contact with this liquid. Okay, that explains that then. You know? Yeah, I just realized I was showing the leaves, but for those who haven't seen the leaves, you don't know what these look like. This just looks like leaves to you. Hold on. They're bugs. These ones attack. Those ones fight. Whereas, these ones here... they kind of just run and knock you away. These ones aren't very, like... oh, gee, they weren't doing a damn thing. They weren't doing a damn thing, oh, gee. You didn't have to kill them. Yeah, they're pretty chill for the most part. The leaf, like the green leaf ones. The dead leaf ones are, like, actually terrifying sometimes. Ice-blown Dweevil. Dweevils have varying body colors in response to their feeding habitats. Each species feeds on different types of plants and small animals, so the symbiotic bacteria that creates their pigmentation differs as well. The ice-blown Dweevil lives in cold habitats that spews frigid gas, so the workings of its symbiotic bacteria are dulled and retains its natural color, which is white. It's been confirmed that in more temperate climates where food... Got distracted, I accidentally went on Dalma for a second. Where food that the fire dweeble eats is readily available, the ice-blown dweeble's coloration is much peachier. Interesting. So their natural color is white, but giving on their food, they can change. That's fun. I love that shit. So watching cool octopus videos where they like make their skin all textury and stuff. Yeah, it's fucking crazy, isn't it? Ah, octopuses rule. Octopuses are so cool. What cool motherfuckers. Venom dweeble. The venom dweeble is one member of the dweeble family, which is known for mimicking objects. I already read that from all the other ones. This insect often carries the carcasses of other life forms on their backs. Apparently, this is not for the purpose of transporting them as food, but instead it's another example of their mimic behavior. The venom dweeble produces 2 different chemical compounds in its body, which form poisonous gases when mixed and expelled. This gas is used only for self-defense. Arachnode. This spider-like creature has distinctive yellow stripes on its black carapace. It spins webs in high-traffic areas and waits for prey to plunder into them. Unlike its relatives in the Arachnorba and Dweevil families, it's ambisexual and has 8 legs. Some theorize that it's gynandry is meant to aid in reproduction, though of course it cannot reproduce on its own. There's another theory that that species is in fact 2 organisms of opposing gender stuck together. But since no one has ever found a 4-legged single-sex specimen, this remains speculative. I'm gonna fucking sniffle. I sniffled. Groovy long legs. This species has some remaining organic internal organs, but its carapace and eyes are made up of an inorganic material. All 19 of its eyes are actually photoelectric sensors that the species uses to precisely locate its prey. The gas emitted from the posterior of the first leg joints include a chemical substance that, after making contact with another organism's brain, temporarily controls the organism's actions. The groovy longlegs uses this natural phenomenon called the endless dance to make its prey jump between its legs while it moves around in bizarre rhythms. The entire interaction is seemingly odd for a living organism, but the line between organic and inorganic on this planet is not always clear. I love hearing that. Alright. Bring him out. Nice 100. Hey, King. Here we go. It's club time. And there they go. We're trying walk Pikmin. Hold up. I didn't think about that. Wait, they're all like stuck. I'll grab some more. The ones that are there are kind of doomed. Let go of them. You know they can't actually fall on the ground like that. Come on, man. Set them free. What if I just chuck rocks at you? That doesn't mean rock Pikmin are like the hard counter for this guy, aren't they? It's a dance! They just start fucking mauling it. I like that Olmar stops and is like, I don't know why it would do this. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That being said, though, in that regard, with this guy, I do like them pointing out that inorganic and organic are kind of have like a weird relationship on this planet. I think that's very fun. You know what I mean? It's very cool. Annoyed beetle. This species is representative of an insect hybrid that uses electricity in addition to glycogen for its energy. Although difficult to confirm due to its microscopic size, tiny hairs on the creature's legs cause a friction that generates electrical charge. The electrical charge is processed by the creature's internal battery structure and then stored as an electrical field. As this field reaches critical levels, surplus electricity is emitted, resulting in low voltage current that is transmitted between specimens. It can shock other creatures in the immediate vicinity. Considering this process, it can be surmised that the largest impetus to pack behavior is not so much for the synergetic effect of producing as a pack as it is to take advantage of this most effective means of group preservation. I sure said a lot there for a bit. My god. Hey, bottler of games, how you doing today? Iridescent flint beetle. Flint beetles are known to hide in the grass until approached, at which point they jump out and scurry around. These creatures keep undigested food pellets in their stomachs to sustain them through winter, but given the right stimulus, they'll spit them out. Recent research has revealed that these pellets are enveloped in a membrane that seals and preserves them in a sterile, airtight environment. If kept at room temperature, it seems the pellet membrane will keep its contents fresh for up to 6 months. The membrane may be made from the same substance that gives the exoskeleton's flint beetle its beautiful sheen. That's kind of what it made a sound there. Mitite, or metite, whatever. The fucking freaks. These parasitic insects feed on eggs. Upon reaching maturity, they excrete a special pheromone that attracts females of a particular species, enticing these females to swallow the mitites whole. Pikmin, however, seem to dislike the scent. After entering the host's female body, the mitites lay their own eggs inside the host's eggs just prior to the host spawning. That is terrible. That is actually horrible. They come out, shoot some spray out, and someone's like, let me eat that. And then they eat. They're like, thanks for eating us. And they go inside your fucking egg sack and put their eggs where your eggs are. That's a fucking, like, scavenger's reign fucking thing. Scutterchuck. Its main offensive strategy is to launch the crystal. Hey, Marco, by the way. To launch the crystal it carries on its back. Otherwise, it's completely defenseless. In most circumstances, it's a peaceful herbivore whose diet consists primarily of moss. When in danger, however, it wastes no time defending its territory by breaking small rocks and hurling them at the threat. In order to ensure it has a steady supply of rock with which to defend itself, it shares its habitat with calcified crushbat larvae. So, larvae, I don't care. So it can make use of the shell they cast off. Fucking hell. They are definitely funny, I agree. But yeah, how you feeling today, Marco? Skeeter skate. It skates on water at high speeds thanks to its tiny hairs on the tip of its feet. These hairs are coated in ultra-hydrophobic substance to minimize friction against the water surface. Don't be hydrophobic in 2023, man. Come on. Its long proboscis functions as a straw to take in water, which is stored in the reservoir in its head, as well as to spout it as a weapon against small insects. While taking in water, it also takes in microscopic plankton, meaning that its prime means of defense is also a feeding mechanism. Bad joke throwing tomatoes? Aw. I thought it was pretty good. If I got at least one clap, I'd be happy. You know? I guess we're gonna be alright. You know? I guess we're gonna be alright. White spectrolets is remarkably similar to its unmarked brethren, but the telltale wing patterns and lone pair of hind legs give it away. It sticks to its own habitat for the most part, and though it may fly to reach a flower or escape a bulblax, it will soon return to its home. The white variety gathers no nectar, but sometimes may be found carrying raw material. Am nauseously sick, better than yesterday, but alright. I hope you get even better, man. A lot of people sick right now. Yellow spectrolids. The primary morphological difference from other spectrolids is the eye-like spots on its hind wings. When crossbred with red spectrolids, the offspring has a 25% chance of inheriting these spots on orange-colored wings. Would this count as a new subspecies? I don't know. Omar, tell me, man. You're the scientist. Snow fake fluttertail. The cooling cycle in its body uses ammonia as a refrigerant to chill the moisture it absorbs from the air until it reaches a supercooled state. By then spraying it out of the several vents in its body, the snowflake fake fluttertail creates a delicate cocoon out of ice to protect itself and freeze its prey. Its rolled up spirally proboscis, I can't fucking read, evolved from an upper jaw and can catch and tie up prey with the fine hairs on its surface. Though it mimics the type of swallowtail butterfly, this creature is actually more closely related to moths. One might extrapolate that this ancient ancestor was unable to adapt to the cooling climate, and therefore went extinct. Interesting. Hi, CK, how you doing today? Like Pikmin, I made like a fart sound in my mouth. Did you hear that? It was embarrassing. It'd be a hybrid, but hybridization and speciation, the relationship between that is complicated. So, like, maybe these are all dumb human terms. Seth, I didn't think you would, like, actually answer. I forgot, like, this is shit you know. It just kind of stunned me for a second. Like Pikmin, the creeping chrysanthemum is a member of the group of creatures with ambulatory root structures. This creature is known as a mimic, but because it's actually a form of plant, this label is not entirely accurate. It uses its mimicry to lie in wait to ambush prey, unrecognized even by Pikmin, despite being members of the same class of organisms. It relies on preying upon other creatures to provide sustenance, so it has no need of leaves for photosynthesis. Generally speaking, the role of plants within an ecosystem is as a producer species, and thus plants are generally found at the bottom of the food pyramid. However, on this strange planet, the line between producer plants and consumer plants is blurred. I'd say that for the least. In like a half hour, I'm going to be lurking probably. Got a lot of homework to do. That's completely fair, Marco. Totally get that. I was just remembering, like, there were conversations about hybridization contributing to speciation around coyote-wolf hybrids being able to breed. Yeah, see, I would just be like, oh, that's a wolf yodi. Is what my brain would go for. But yeah, I guess, you know, be actual more conversations about the defining terminology and stuff like that, you know? Startle spore. The defining characteristics of the fungi that grow from its head differ from that of the chrysanthemum family. The chrysanthemum family is creepy chrysanthemum, but the makeup of the body out of which they grow is mostly the same. As a result, we can theorize that a fellow ambulador, I don't care. The bulbman. Oh shit, we just mentioned the bulbman. A fellow Ambuloradicis, the bulbman. This species is not an evolutionary variation, but is the body of a parasite that is nestled inside a group of mushrooms. Because the hosts are mushrooms, the startle spore cannot photosynthesize. Instead, it gains nutrients by catching its prey with highly poisonous fluids, or by absorbing the nectar in the ground left behind as creatures killed by its poison decompose. Bulbman cannon. Let's go. A lot of hybrid animals are infertile, but they're also like, there's a lot of weird human-made hybrids like ligers. And yeah, I get that. I've read about ligers before when I was younger. I thought it was cool for a second, but then I realized, like, oh, that's not normal, you know? Or, like, aren't there, like, hybrids of, like, polar bears and grizzly bears, but that's not supposed to be a thing? It's because polar bears being driven from their ecosystems into different locations, if I recall. I could be wrong about this. I'm not an expert, you know? Breadbug. The adult breadbug competes for many of the same food sources as Pikmin, but its thick-skinned hide allows it to withstand most Pikmin group attacks. However, some researchers claim to have observed breadbugs being overwhelmed by massive numbers of Pikmin and reduced to food. Giant breadbug. This gargantuan species of the greater breadbug family has a torso so perfectly square that it almost seems like it was formed in a mold. For a brief period after birth, the giant breadbug competes for food with smaller breadbugs, but upon reaching maturity, it seeks out much larger prey. This primary reason the two species with similar feeding habits can coexist in the same habitat. I can't fucking read. Hordes of Pikmin appear to pose the only plausible threat to this massive creature's life. Gildamandui. Immediately after hatching, the species presents itself in a gild tadpole-like form and grows its legs after about a week. This juvenile Gildamander species is estimated to be about 1 month old due to the presence of an ore-like growth on its back and the fact that it's already emerged onto land. The living ore has substances similar to treasure within it, a peculiar scent, and has an effect on both sensors and Pikmin. However, the lantern organ on its head is still underdeveloped and can only emit the very faint electromagnetic waves. For this reason, juvenile Gildamanders often hide out of sight to avoid Pikmin attacks. What a cutie. What a cute guy. Pissly bears. Sorry, I just like Nell saying, you don't like the piss bear? It's so funny, the name, not the eco crisis. Yeah, I imagine that's what you meant. Gildamander. The ore-like growth on its back is a coagulated bodily fluid that includes a substance similar to sparklium, which can make our mechanical sensors go berserk. To use a technical term, this living ore emits a scent that lures the creature's prey, so it's also important for their feeding process. The lantern-like organ atop its head emits electromagnetic waves that are known to affect Pikmins and onions, confuse them into thinking the Guildmander is the leader, allowing it to withdraw Pikmin directly from the onion. However, it cannot go so far as to command them as a squad, so the Pikmin will often hide under cover and are able to avoid ingestion. Interesting. So it can actually get things directly out of an onion. That's terrifying. As far as I know, that's the only species that's shown the ability to do that. Frightening. Miniature snoot whacker. Immediately after birth, this species' skin starts to harden, and before long, it will reach the same impenetrable toughness as that of an adult. Adult snoot whackers dexterously use their trunks to grab food from high tree branches, but juveniles consume fruit and nuts that have fallen to the ground, as well as other types of terrestrial flora. This specimen's legs and torso muscles are undeveloped compared to those in their nose, so they lack the strength to maintain their posture and easily lose their balance. The baby. Hey, Kakai. Last week of class, so of course class ended so goddamn early I had to pay for an Uber home. Hey, yo, I'm in the same with the last week situation. Let's bond. No, none of you can have this. This is just for me and Kyler. Shut up. This is just for me and Kyler. We bonded. It's just us. I'm just not gonna go tomorrow. That's what I was thinking too. We're in the same fucking zone right now. Mammoth snoot whacker. The long nose in this specimen is neither bone nor cartilage, but is made up entirely of muscle and can be flexibly curved and extended. Its tough hide consists of densely layered collagen lattices that cover almost its entire body, leaving only the regular skin and on the belly exposed. The fully developed trunk is large and quite heavy, so the mammoth snoot whacker usually rolls it inward to carry it closer to the center to its center of gravity. But if its territory is invaded, it will extend the trunk and flail it around, even using it to strike a perceived enemy. Just like the juvenile snoot whacker, their nose comprises a disproportional amount of the body weight, resulting in poor balance if attacked from behind or from the side. Even an adult of the species is easily knocked over. Sun squish. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't know why I said it like that. It's also my last week, except I got an extension. Let's go. I respect that. I fuck with that. A type of primitive organism called a chordate or chordate, I don't care, in its juvenile state. It has a skeleton-like structure called a notochord. It flaps its fin tail to move and lives within other creatures' eggs as it grows. What a freak. Fulix, which those who don't know what it looks like, we're gonna get its attention right now. There it is. Perfect. The fucking Metroid enemy. A member of the Gulix family, this primitive life form is made up of a single cell, which is quite odd given its size. Its nucleus is shaped like a bulbous star, and individuals move by using the fin at the end of its flagellum-like tail to quickly expand and contract its gelatinous body. If the nucleus is removed, its soft body loses all structure and splatters, but as long as the nucleus is still alive, the Fulix can return to its original form. Usually, the Fulix will mimic nectar and wait for its prey. Its gel, which includes fire-extinguishing fluids. Fluids? I was looking at my cat, he's down there. What are you doing? Will then expand to capture and feed on unsuspecting organisms. Downy snagret, due to an uncommon phenomenon known as imprinting. This baby will recognize anything it sees or hears within a given length of time after it hatches its parent, and consequently follow it around. However, the downy snagret has two specific conditions for imprinting. The first, that the target must be tall and blue. The second is related to the sound of its cry. This means it will never make a mistake with something as small as we are, and will instead recognize it as, or us, as food. Since it's still a fledgling, the downy snagret does not go underground to feed. Instead, it stays on the surface where there's plenty of food. It looks harmless enough, but beware, its parent may be hiding nearby until the baby's old enough to fend for itself. That is precious. I love that. You know? I love that shit. That being said, though, I'm gonna look at Gulix in a second, because I'm actually very curious about that, but my cat needs to be let out of my room, so I gotta let him out right now. 1 second. So, with my cat, right? We used to obviously, like, we had to, like, let him out constantly, or, like, open the door constantly during streams, because there's a connecting room from my room that used to be where his litter box is. It's not there anymore. So for the last while, we haven't had to worry about that. But now I gotta do it again, because now he just, like, sitting in my room and hanging out. So I gotta, like, consistently let him in and out all the time. So I'm sorry if I'm always taking little breaks to do that. If you have a problem with that, I don't know, talk to him. He's a cat. I don't think he's gonna answer you. But if he does, that would be kind of miraculous, I think. I would think it's pretty interesting, personally. Not to be, foolish. Gulix. Here's the thing about Gulix. I never saw Gulix. It's one of the many Pikmin 1 secret bosses I missed, because Pikmin 1 has a lot of secret bosses. However, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of them are just like shit like this. What is this? Oh no, I missed Blob. Uh-oh, sucks for me. Can I talk to Cheddar if I don't have a complaint? I want to say hi. Depends. My cat's weird with women. So as long as I guess you identify as not a woman, he's gonna be nice to you. We realized that recently with him. Not recently, we always knew he was, like, against, you know, he was weird. Like, If a guy's around, he's like, yeah, man, pet me. If a girl's around, he gets like upset. I don't understand. I don't understand. But he's not a bigot. He liked Fitz. Insult cheddar, surprisingly, right? Not sure what's happening there, but yeah, Gulix is one of the ones I didn't get. I also didn't get what the fuck the smoky one's name is. I almost dropped everything. I'm so sorry. That was close. What's his name again? Pikmin, Smoky... That's his name. This fucking guy. From the Pikmin one. I never saw this one either. And I'm starting to realize something about these ones. Those games are hard enough as they are to have certain bosses hidden behind stuff. And you need like special conditions to reach them. And they're also hard as shit. Yeah, I was never standing a chance of finding them. And I'm sorry that my playthroughs didn't include them. If you hate me, I don't know, die. Burrowing Snagret. The majority of Snagret species lie in wait to ambush and capture prey. With the body type perfectly adapted to such sudden strikes, it violently attacks small surface-dwelling insects. Distributed across a relatively wide range, subspecies of Snagret suited for the varying soil conditions have emerged, making the Snagret the most geographically represented species besides the bulborb. Visually resembling the burrowing Snagret is the burrowing Snarrow, the range of which partially overlaps the Snagret's range. While the two may appear similar when pulled from the ground, they can be distinguished by the presence of absence of tail and wing markings. Waddle quaff. It's like specifically makes its way towards your onion, and when Pikmin touch it, they just die. How do you? What do you do to beat it? Out of curiosity. I told Cheddar before, he's not very responsible unless you're Jimmer's dad, but at least he's not transphobic. Yeah, right? Its overdeveloped respiratory muscles allow it to suck in large volumes of air through its long, thick beak while feeding. Its feathers are too small to use for flying. The current theory is that this is due to its niche position in the ecosystem, being quite secure thanks to a lack of natural predators and little competition for food in its habitat. However, with the expansion of Pikmin territory recently, its numbers have been gradually declining. You can throw them on its head, so it's like not invincible, just hard to navigate. Oh, okay. I get you. Simply go back and 100% Pikmin 1? No. I stand that that's the worst Pikmin game. I'm sorry, Pikmin 1 fans. I think Pikmin 1 is the worst Pikmin game. Scorch Kink, related to bivalves. It uses its bi? Oh my god, congrats. It uses its internal muscles to dexterously manipulate its upper and lower shells. This ability allows it to squash eggs in small ambuloridices, or whatever the fuck they're called, like Pikmin, thus returning nectar to the ground. It then feeds off the microorganisms and moss that benefits from the nectar. To further facilitate the growth of its food, the Scorch Cake will secrete oils from its body through its shell and onto the ground. It then sets the area on fire, perhaps as a way to improve soil fertility. Wild. Insulted? Why do you like Pikmin 1? Is that your favorite Pikmin game? Idiot. No. I legitimately, if I have to be this guy, from worst to best, 1, 3, none of these are, keep in mind, none of these are bad. None of these are bad, I don't think. 1, 3, 2, 4 is how I feel personally. 3 I think would be higher than 2 if it was longer. 3 is just too slow, you know? Too slow, too short, I meant to say. This species has muscular organs that can create electricity by using ion gravity within densely layered rows of electrical generated cells, which are arranged in an asymmetrical series. It uses its plug-like protrusions to instantly shock its prey and then squashes it. The squashed prey acts as fertilizer, improving the quality of the soil so the microorganisms and moss the shock cake feeds on can thrive. 3's too short. 1 has a time limit and, like, random hidden bosses that are difficult. 2 is evil. But you have all the time in the world, it's long, and it introduces the multi-characters and makes yourself much more, it makes the game easier, like, nicer to play than 1. It feels better to play 2 than it does than 1. 1's more clunky, you know? It's just a bad time. Bad time for what? Jez's content for random stuff. Freeze cake. By emitting frigid air from one side of its shell, it can freeze and squash any prey that approaches too closely. Food can be hard to find in extremely cold climates, so the one theory is that the species has developed some kind of mechanism that allows it to store its prey for long periods of time. What just gives me the most joy from nostalgia? Give me a second. Just 1 second. We're almost there. Just a second. We're just about there. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tell it to us, buddy.
Nostalgia!
Okay, think to yourself for a minute. Who is this? Right, that doesn't look like me at all at this point, if we're being honest ourselves. But, also, I was just gonna say, I try not to, like, nostalgia, there's nothing wrong with nostalgia. Like, I just don't like the idea of knocking other games and, putting one above them because of nostalgia. You know what I mean? I thought you put a nice bum on that guy, and I was like, okay. I'm not saying you're doing that, Seth. That was just the point of that video, is what I'm saying, right? So, like, having nostalgia pick one is not a problem. You know what I mean? Moldy dwarf bulborb. This is an example of a young bulborb body that's been infected by fungal filaments. Now a host, it unconsciously continues to seek out and ingest food, all the while scattering large amounts of spores out of the spore sacs on its back until it can no longer move. After all host body activity ceases, the specimen mutates into a fungal culture. They'll eventually become a juvenile toxtol. That's fucked up. Damn. Also, Jess, there's never a bad time to join a stream. As long as you're having fun. If you're not having fun, that's a different story entirely. I'm just reading the fucking Piccolopedia for now because I don't know. It's cute and I like it. It's making me happy. Can't be bothered pretending I'm a media critic when I look at I prefer games. Yeah, no, me neither. I'm just more saying along the lines that I just get angry when someone dogs on another game because they have nostalgia for another one, you know? Which is pretty common. Which is what that video is about. Nostalgia itself's not a problem. Ocarina of Time ain't even my fucking favorite Zelda game, but like my nostalgia of it makes me like, I want to play it all the time, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Then again, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but in most games I've been playing on this channel, I kind of just like them all. I don't really dislike a lot of games. Moldy slooch. Both the nervous system and slime-producing organ of the specimen have been invaded by fungal filaments, which is why it scatters spores as it moves. It will also shake spores onto other creatures, thus infecting new hosts and expanding the toxtol's habitat and range. Once the host body ceases to function, it can no longer serve as a fungal culture medium, because its bodily fluids dry up and the corpus shrinks. At that point, the host's body is abandoned. Evil. Pyroclasmic slooch, a species of terrestrial snail coated in flammable mucus instead of the traditional shell. This creature stays lubricated through constant secretion of mucus, so that the fire never reaches its skin. The most fascinating aspect of these creatures is their instinctive ability to avoid causing widespread fires by carelessly brushing plants. Yeah, interesting. Bearded amprat. The hair covering its face works as a capacitor. It charges electricity by rubbing its hair to build static, then discharges it at enemies to intruding on its territory. It's more territorial than aggressive, attacking only when threatened rather than to hunt prey. It has several qualities unique to this ecosystem, such as breastfeeding. It's young, which may someday give rise to a whole new taxonomy of fauna here. Mamuda! My fucking boy! Not what I meant, but can't bun and bum be the exact same? Realistically true. You have a point there. The imbalanced asymmetrical arms of the Mamuda are among its most noticeable features. Feeding on seeds and fruit, the Mamuda is known to actually sow and grow plant species. While other species have exhibited seed-bearing behavior for the purpose of storage, the Mamuda is the only species so far known to actually cultivate fields of plants. Porculion. That's entirely true, Seth. You're right about that. Entirely true about that. Its needle-covered armor is soft and quite exposed. Furthermore, it has a cowardly disposition, so when it senses even the slightest danger, it shoots out its spikes. Regenerating new spikes requires significant amounts of caloric energy, so this creature requires significant amounts of food. This likely explains why when it scrouges through garbage, it sucks up not just these insects it finds, but also the trash itself. They've ingested a few of the SS Dolphin's parts too, but those could never be mistaken for trash. Lucky said that was cute. Honeywisp. This floating life form drifts effortlessly on the winds. Upon death, its physical structure instantly collapses, and the creature is particularly elusive and difficult to catch. No sample specimens have been acquired as of yet. If we could just simply recover a live sample, research on the species would likely proceed more smoothly. Puffy blowhog, aka Blowsif. This species of blowhog uses internally generated hydrogen to inflate a flotation bladder and hover above the ground. The creature's electrified pulse creates a sash of color that flows along the surface of the body, making a particularly beautiful specimen of the blowhog family. Precisely how it is able to internally stabilize its highly explosive hydrogen and simultaneously generate electricity remains a mystery. The puffy blowhog blows leaves and grass around to eat the insects underneath. It maintains mid-air buoyancy by using its fins and releasing air through blowholes. This enables it to float effortlessly even in the breeze. D's currently at the store and is coming back with a Coke. I'm waiting patiently for that. I need a drink right now. You know what I mean? Especially after all this fucking Piccolopedia reading. And there he is. Frosif. This creature possesses 3 lungs, an air sac used as primary respiratory organ, a flotation bladder that gives its buoyancy, and a cold sac that stores cold air. Like the puffy blowhog, its buoyancy is a result of the hydrogen produced by electrolysis. Its icy breath is condensed carbon dioxide, much like the snowy blowhog. Different species in the blowhog family have many features in common when you look closely at the structure and characteristics of internal organs. Frosif is full of sacs. Completely true. And here's the biggest dickhead of them all, Withering Blowhog. The Withering Blowhog is a close relative of the Puffy Blowhog, but its breath is significantly weaker. However, its breath does contain a petal-withering plant hormone that causes flowers to instantly lose their petals. Although its breath has not been studied in detail, analysis of the chemical compounds involved hold great promise for the biotechnology sector. Lesser Spotty Jellyfloat. This native jellyfloat is indigenous to the region. Unfortunately, it is currently endangered as the habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile invasive species. Greater Spotted Jellyfish. Vivid pink coloration is the most noticeable characteristic of this floating life form. This invasive species is not native to the region, having appeared to have recently arrived on wind currents. The luminescent organ atop its head attracts prey, which is then sucked up and consumed with its lower orifice. Unlike jellyfish, the jelly float's tentacles do not have nematocysts, so there's no danger in touching them. Whirlpool. The yellow wallyhop spawns early in spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing or near lakes and ponds. Such unorthodox amphibious behavior is a defense mechanism protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumples. The wallyhop's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the Whirlpool eggs. That's fun. This magnificent specimen has remarkably bright coloration compared to the rest of the Amphitryon family, as well as 3 lateral I bit my fucking lip. Oops. This species seems to have lost their swimming proficiency with the evolutionary adaptation that's granted greater jumping ability. The yellow wallyhop inhabits aquatic shallows and shows instinctive drive to jump upon or squash smaller creatures. Nematocysts are the organs that sting you on jellyfish tentacles. I fucking know. Thank you for the info. See, I was waiting for you to do that for something I actually know so I could be mean about it for no reason. Because last time you're actually teaching me. You know? But this time I could pretend to be mean. So then you're gonna be like, oh, dang. Why am I doing that? What's the benefit? Oh, well. I can't believe the Whirlpool's an amphiTuber. What's its channel? I just kept wanting to say Frank Frog. That's an name for a channel. Free idea. Go wild. Wallyhop. It's believed that juvenile wallyhops were once carried by underground currents into caverns, where they thrived in the dark habitat. This troglodytic species of wallyhop's coloration results from generations of cave dwelling and lack of sunlight. Comparative differences between the size and shape of this wallyhop and the other species are thought to be a result of natural selection at work, choosing traits better suited to life in subterranean environment. Look at them. I want to pick them up. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what you just said to me, Seth. I'm taking that as a fucking offense. Chillyhop. When squashing prey with his mighty leap, the chillyhop secretes a bodily fluid made of ammonium nitrate, urea, and water. This causes an endothermic reaction that rapidly freezes its prey, making its attacks all the more lethal. After squashing the prey, it gets sucked up through the chillyhop's belly. This, since the species can store its food in a slightly chilled state without eating it for some time, it easily adapts to environments where prey is scarce. I want to be mean back. I respect it. I respect it. Master Hop. It's widely believed that yellow lollyhops and other related species can continue to grow until they start breeding, but after that, their growth rate plummets. However, in safe environments, one that lacks natural predators, for example, some individuals of the species may forego reproduction altogether and continue growing until they reach gigantic proportions. The yellow lollyhop's telomerase, I don't know, enzymes are particularly active, which prevents their body cells from aging. Under the right conditions, it's not unusual for some individuals to reach over 50 years in age. Water Dumple. A resident of the freshwater pools and marshes, this aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects that land on the surface of the water. It shares a nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relatives and terrestrial cousins, the bulborb. This may offer clues to evolutionary origin and suggest that it only recently emigrated to aquatic habitat. Perfect time for a drink. Thank you, mother. I just read like fucking an essay. Jesus. Wonderful. Just what I needed. Some sippy to keep me alive. For the record, this stream was not supposed to be entirely Piccolopedia, but then I saw that Olmar's on the Piccolopedia, and I'm sorry, but I love the Piccolopedia. It's a great addition to the game. Puckering Blino. Many assume it's underdeveloped due to its large eyes and lack of fins, but this is simply its normal, fully grown form. Though its dorsal and ventral fins have atrophied, the long caudal fin helps compensate for this. It can leap high enough out of the water to catch low-flying prey. The scales comprising the round patches along the sides are known to turn light pink during breeding season. Prickle Puff, what a name. Its hidden spikes evolved from scales that were once on its forehead. The Prickle Puff uses them to charge and chase off unknown creatures that enter its territory. Its liver and ovaries contain powerful nerve toxins accumulated from ingesting shellfish and algae with trace amounts of poison. These toxins are not only function as alternative pheromones, but also seem to keep predators at bay. However, once it's dead, the Pikmin have no issue carrying this creature back to the onion, where the poison is broken down into valuable nutrients. Woof! I'm a lurk now. I gotta get shit done. If it requires my attention, shake a bag of Ruffles sour cream cheddar chips. Gotcha. Be safe, Marco. Feel better, man. Those are jellyfish anemones and shit. Okay. I don't even know how to fucking say that, if I'm being honest with you. Enzyme that maintains the telomerase, which is supposed to be related to your lifespan, as they're at the end of chromosomes and protect them from damage, but they get shorter when they divide. Okay. I get you. Yeah, it's been an hour and a half, huh? Wattlepus. Its eyes and stubby feet make it look like an octopus, hence the name, but it's closer in anatomy to a starfish. It sleeps during the day, but it'll stay alert for approaching predators, which it drives off by puffing itself up and releasing bubbles. Closer research suggests the true purpose of the bubbles is to protect its eggs during spawning season. Aristocrab offspring. A juvenile peckish aristocrab, small in size and right pincer is only half grown. Because of this, it often hunts by hiding underground and lying in wait to ambush its prey. Generally, crabs pass through the larval stages of zoea and megalopa as they approach juvenile crabhood. Instead, the peckish aristocrab is born with a body shaped like an onion, absorbing its nutrients through the ground and sprouting legs as it grows. Perhaps it's a close relative species of the Ambularatus erraticus class, which is Pikmin. Its unnaturally large claw is used for catching prey, for self-defense, and most surprisingly for its mating call. Most aspects of the aristocrab's life revolve around it, which may explain why they become fearful and docile when the claw is damaged. It would also account for the claw's remarkable regenerative capacities, which can restore it completely in a single night. It's also known to blow bubbles when under attack, but this is a result of it venting from the wrong discharge valve when under extreme stress. Whew! Hermit Crawmad. Looking at the eyes and sickle-shaped legs of characteristics of squillas, one would think that this is a squilla relative. In fact, it's relative to the hermit crab. This species, however, has migrated from seaside life in a shell to instead inhabits burrows in the ground. While its legs appear sickle-like, they're pincers that have evolved into fin shape. This beast feeds on small creatures that pass by its lair, dragging them inside to eat them. Woo! Big fucking sip. Yeah, Jazz, you were not inactive for too long, man. Be inactive as long as you want. Like, there's no worry. If someone, like, messages once at the start of stream and then once at the end of stream, that's cool, too. No big deal. You know what I mean? Oh, my God. I've been reading too long. I'm starting to, like, die. Like, I can talk for a long period of time, but if I'm reading, for some reason, it starts to kill me. Bug-eyed Crawmad. Like its cousin, the hermit Crawmad, it makes its home in a burrow rather than a shell. It has abnormally overdeveloped eyes with which to detect prey in cloudy water or low-visibility mud. These enormous eyes can perceive circular polarized light as well as the ultraviolet and infrared spectrum. It is well protected from predators, allowing it to live upwards of 50 years and grow to immense size by repeated ecdysis. That's a term that Seth's gonna tell me. Crusted Rumpup. Its body is covered in a hard carapace and has extremely ferocious personality. It spreads its sharp-fanged jaws to catch its prey. The crested rumpup suffers from poor vision, but it uses its fine hairs on the lower part of its tail and the ball-shaped sensory organ at its tip to detect faint quasi-electric static fields emitted by other organisms. In short, it has other ways to sense its predators and prey. I don't know that one? Okay, well, at least we have confirmation. Pearly Clamp. Using the pearl that takes shape inside its body as bait, this creature lures prey into its interior and traps it within its shell to feed. It's also worth noting that this pearl may just be an amalgamation of outside materials wrapped in viscous gelatin exterior. On the frequent occasions when it cannot gather food for itself, this creature can also obtain nutrients from when the symbiotic algae within its body photosynthesize. For this reason, it can often be found in the mouth with its mouth open on sandy shoals or sandy beaches that get a lot of sunshine. Toady Bloister. This species of creature is yet to complete its evolution from bloom-cap Bloister to the more advanced ranging Bloister. When you read that, that sounds fake. That just sounds wrong. Compared to the latter, this creature is substantially smaller. The fact that its mandibles do not protrude as significantly as the ranging Bloister is due in part to the fact that, like most mollusks, its vital organs are located deep within the creature's carapace. The flower-like gills on its back are actually a gill. The flower-like appendage on its back. I read that wrong. It prefers a watery habitat from which it can capture unsuspecting small prey with its sticky tendrils. Bloom-cap Bloister. The origin species from which the ranging and toady Bloister evolved. It still carries a large shell on its back. The exposed head and legs are covered by a layer of tough muscle, so it barely moves even when attacked. On the other hand, it has an extremely sensitive flower-like gills that are characteristics of the mollusking family. When the gills are touched, the Bloister cannot breathe and must open its shell, exposing its soft body. Amphibious with a gentle demeanor, it simply swallows up anything that happens to enter its field of vision, kind of like a living vacuum cleaner. So you're the primal version of it, eh? Interesting. I actually like seeing that this is the in-between of evolution. And this is the more primal one. You know? Very fun. Water Wraith. All that is known about this creature stems from a few sightings deep underground. All reported sightings feature the same core set of details. A giant viscous form with a clear, hazy sheen, not unlike hard candy. One theory holds that it may be the ectoplasmic incarnation of a kind of psychic phenomenon, but as is usually the case with such theories, it is very difficult to prove. All witnesses reports being suddenly overcome with fear upon sighting this creature, approaching a state of panic and near insanity. In fact, every report contains an inordinate amount of extremely vague details, which has led to suspicions that exhaustion and fear may have caused some simple natural phenomenon to be viewed as a living creature. So fun that the Water Wraith is like just so confusing, you know? Look at it. Rolling. Moss. As far as I can tell, Moss has been a leafling pup since birth, and some of her DNA resembles that of the Pikmin. This is the one point in which she differs from Ochi. When Ochi transformed from a standard space dog into a leafling pup, I started to theorize that the Pikmin are in some capacity propagating their DNA to other organisms. The phenomenon in which all those castaways, including myself, became leaflings was very likely caused by being absorbed into the onion. Perhaps the process was also some sort of Pikminification of the body. Pikminified organisms can't leave this planet, so the Pikmin may have been motivated to carry out this process in an effort to secure a permanent leader. Of course, this is all just a theory. So interesting. So Moss isn't like... Moss is actually just different. At least according to Omar, most likely he's a leafling pup since birth. Moss is just like a native to this planet, you know? Red Pikmin. Pikmin are part of the Ambularaticus family, which consists of creatures that exhibit both plant and animal characteristics. A Pikmin will instinctively follow whoever plucks it from the ground, so it's quite common for them to form symbiotic relationships with another species or accept a leader from a different species, as it serves the goal of propagating their own species as a whole. The red Pikmin is the most common Pikmin species. It can be identified by the nose-like protuberance on its head and its highly aggressive behavior. It also has a few surprising unique qualities. For example, its immune to extreme heat and fire, despite the fact that it's a living organism. This can be explained by looking closely at skin and muscle fibers, which are made up of flame-resistant cellulose. Fucking crazy. This reads like what I assume SCPs are written like. I don't read SCPs. Yellow Pikmin. It's generally believed that the Pikmin body was originally the root of a plant that has evolved over centuries, if not millennia, developing structures analogous to muscles, neural networks similar to those of a brain, and more. However, yellow Pikmin possess a perfect resistance to electricity, a force which actually poses extreme danger to other organisms. Oddly enough, this species of Pikmin actually seems to enjoy electricity. Their flowers even bloom when they're exposed to electric current. This fact would lead one to believe that their neural transmission methods are quite different from our own. This species often uses their ear-like lamellae on its head to soar to great heights and dig holes. So they're not actual ears. Fakers. Blue Pikmin. The accepted theory is that Pikmin evolved from a terrestrial root vegetable and would be unable to breathe underwater and frequently drown. Yet the blue Pikmin possess a gill resembling a mouth on their head, which enables them to be active underwater. While on land, they leaf and flower like other Pikmin species, and they breathe through the stomata on their skin, indicating they must be naturally amphibious. Pigment proteins on the surface of their body essentially perform the same photosynthetic process as cyanobacteria, for example, which is what gives them their striking color. Look at them swim. Danger, babies. They got, like, stuck. Rock Pikmin. This species is definitely a member of the Pikmin genus, but its body does not share any of the plant-like traits that Pikmin are known for. Instead, it's composed primarily of stone. The stone is actually the chosen host for a parasitic subset of Pikmin species nicknamed Hermikmin. Okay. Similar to how seed can sprout and push through the cracks of a rock, the Pikmin's roots can stretch deep into the stone, storing its vital organs in its interior cavity that resembles a crystal geode. Because of this species displays characteristics common in parasitism, one could hypothesize the rock onion and rock candy pop bud stockpile stones that will eventually host the rock Pikmin. What the fuck? None of these creatures are normal. Winged Pikmin. The wings on the back of this flying Pikmin species closely resemble the wings you would find on a flying creature. It's possible that the ancient winged onions somehow absorbed a flying creature's DNA, which then resulted in the precursor to the winged Pikmin transforming into the species recognized today. If this theory is correct, the onions might also be serving the role of messenger, transmitting new traits and characteristics to their Pikmin. Ice Pikmin. The Pikmin have supposedly evolved from plants, yet there's also a Pikmin species with bodies made of ice, known as Ice Pikmin. How is this possible? The answer to this question lies in the fact that Ice Pikmin are parasitic by nature, and the ice serves as their host. The composition of this type of ice is predictably mostly water, but it resembles saline solutions with faint concentrations of trace sodium ions, potassium ions, and calcium ions that function as neural transmitters. I can't read. Interestingly, the ice exhibits no visual signs of melting or dripping when exposed to sunlight. This is due to low temperature core, which continuously creates more ice in order to maintain a consistent size. Monsters. White Pikmin are born through a color-changing process in the white candy pop buds which only grow underground. The poison within its body is a type of diterpene alkaloid similar to a toxin often found in certain plant roots. If ingested, it can lead to vomiting, respiratory distress, and complete organ failure, ultimately resulting in death due to cardiac arrest. Though strong, this poison also has medicinal uses, sometimes going by the name aconite. The Pikmin are ambuloratices. I can't fucking say that. Adices. I can't fucking speak. And evolved from plants. But it seems that some species retain more of their plant-based evolutionary heritage than others. I like how it's keeping the idea that, like, these ones are only from the candy puff bulbs, just like the purple. The other ones do have onions. Purple Pikmin. Slightly larger in size, purple Pikmin can weigh up to 10 times as much as the other Pikmin species, and when thrown to the ground, their impact creates gravitational waves that can actually warp space-time. It's astonishing. The density of their muscle fibers is also much higher than that of other Pikmin, allowing them to transport 10 times much of the weight of their average-size counterparts. Their rich purple color is derived from strong polyphenol antioxidants. I can't read. Like white Pikmin, they're born from underground candy pop buds, and no related onions have been discovered so far. But I think somewhere underground, deep among the relics of the past, a purple onion is waiting to be discovered. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. Onion. Oh, look, they had the blue onion, the cyan, like, ice onion. Sometimes it lies dormant, much like a bulb, but dig it up from the ground and provide it with the right stimulus, for example, a good hard shake, and it'll activate sprouting 3 root-like legs. It serves a role similar to a nest or an incubator for the Pikmin, absorbing pellets or the bodies of dead creatures for the nutritional value, and then propagating Pikmin the same color as itself. Onions also seem to greedily attempt to replicate certain characteristics of the matter they absorb by combining with or absorbing other onions, sometimes of the same type. It's been confirmed that just like Pikmin, an onion has muscle fibers in its body, and though it is unable to walk, it is capable of a small range of motion. However, when one breaks down the biological matter it is absorbed, a fuel similar to bioethanol is created. Onions spray this fuel out of their mouths on their underbellies and are able to fly using this flower-like propellers for stabilization. Crazy. I like how, like, more organic the onion feels in this game. That looks like just a fruit. that then shoots out little tendrils, you know? Floric. I hate that they have mouths. You're a hater. Floric. While it doesn't sprout or create Pikmin, the specimen is still a type of onion. A bulb like this one can be divided into 7 segments, a highly nutrient dense and contains highly nutrient dense and contains strong, energizing, and analeptic effects. The compounds responsible for this characteristic smell resemble onion growth hormones. When absorbed by an onion, it fills a critical role in Pikmin proliferation by increasing the total number of Pikmin that can be withdrawn from the onion at any given time. Just like onions, it contains muscle fibers, but Florix has no animalistic qualities to speak of. However, if you place one near an onion, it may start to move a bit, as though it's trying to roll over so it can be absorbed. Candy Pop Bud. What looks like the interior of a flower is actually an insectivorous leaf that developed into an organ. This organ releases a sweet scent from its central pistil, luring small insects into the interior and trapping them. The DNA of those captured organisms is directly absorbed by the plant's cells, which might indicate that the species is attempting to evolve at an astounding speed. But in most cases, the cells are essentially self-destruct. The bud then releases Pikmin seeds of the same color, and the plant withers. Muscle fibers extremely similar to those of an onion were found in this species, so one could hypothesize the candy pop bud is an under or underdeveloped onion. Undeveloped, not underdeveloped. Sorry, underdeveloped or undeveloped. I couldn't read. However, there aren't enough details to confirm this theory either way. Pellet posy. In the stem of the pellet posy, one can observe the muscle fiber unique to half plant, half animal species, such as the Pikmin and candy pop bud flowers, so the pellet posy is a species that can be considered a close relative. Although the ability to crystallize nectar is unique to a small group of pellet weed family, the fact that these plants reach maturity so quickly and their pellets contain such high concentrations of natural nutrients in the soil explains why Pikmin and so many other of these native species are so reliant on these pellets for sustenance. Holy shit, we're almost there. Almost there. Glow Pikmin. Although they've been named Glow Pikmin, it's not entirely clear whether or not this species is actually a type of Pikmin. These creatures possess the same fundamental behaviors of Pikmin, like carrying things, propagating, and fighting. They also share special characteristics such as the leaf atop their head, yet they did not spawn from an onion, but a luminol, and they're only active at night or underground. During the day, they revert into seeds and enter a resting state. What's even more surprising is they exhibit no signs of life. When a glow Pikmin dies, if the word can even be used, it does not expire in the typical sense. Instead, it just becomes a form of light, or perhaps a photon, and returns to the luminol. Putting aside my scientist hat for a moment, it seems to me that this creature or entity may not be a living organism at all, but some manner of spiritual substance. Crazy. Crazy. Luminol. Besides the fact that they serve as an incubator and nest for glow Pikmin, we know very little about luminol's ecology. When nocturnal creatures die, a luminol can break them down into glow pellets through its strong dissolving enzymes. This matter, when condensed, becomes glow sap. One might assume glow sap is then an extremely dangerous substance, but it has hardly any negative effects. In fact, I've had it administered to me personally as a curative medicine to break down growing leaves. Luminols will only appear in places where the onion was located earlier in the day, and since they propagate glow Pikmin, one could surmise that they are rhizomes from those onions, perhaps using its dissolving powers. Let's make sure I read that all. That's fucking crazy. There we go. It returns the nectar that supports the ecosystem back to the soil. There we go. And that's everything. Me when I fucking read? Me when I fucking read? Good God. Oh. I know that was an hour and 45 minutes, but I hope you enjoyed the Piccolopedia. I do like the Piccolopedia a lot. I like to learn about these creatures, and I like the idea of putting all of them, like, to actually have, like, I guess, like, a purpose in the actual ecosystem and how they function. I love that shit. I understand if that was, like, a lot and too much, and you're like, no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. We need to calm down. But, like, I don't know. I had fun. I liked it a lot. I thought it was pretty neat overall. But moving on now. Whew. Hey, buddy. Wow, thanks a ton. You bloomed a whole lot of Pikmin flowers. Yo, how many I got? What we do? Fuck yeah. What's next? 300, another 300, okay. I did zone out for half fit, comfy blanket, an hour and a half reading is deadly. You just call me boring now. God damn. Your horticultural efforts have not gone unnoticed. The Pikmin population has bloomed thanks to you. Thank you. Give me money. I need more money. I need tons of cash forever. I'd be starving with money. Now when we're learning about like fucking natural wonderful creatures. Now when like military man says C-sec, what's up? This is a joke, by the way. But it's just like, it's the opposite level of like what puts me to sleep, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, Mass Effect, the stuff I love about it, you get me in a fun fight, I meet fun characters, I get my husband, you know? Just life. Just how it is. And I have a great time. But the moment when somebody starts talking about military stuff, I start to like pass out. You know what I mean? like, I don't know what it is. I've never found like anything military related to not be like the most boring thing. Like that's all I could think of, right? Which is probably why like I never cared too much about like the Call of Duty stuff, you know? When that was McBig. McBig? Hey buddy, what's up? Hey, name's Don Bergman. I'm here fighting the good fight on behalf of the little guys. Oh, we already met, haven't we? Sorry about that. Let's shop Don. Anything else to say? Once I learned about Olmar's voyage log, I changed course and flew his planet right away. Then, right before we landed, the ship became inoperable. All I could do was make a quick escape. Well, great job. We fixed Olmar, but now we gotta find your person, dummy. I'm joking. That's actually a blessing. If they didn't exist, Ochi would have to stay here. Because of this fucking leaf tail. And I don't want to abandon my friend. I refuse to abandon my friend. I saw not the second someone starts talking about MK47 sniper rifle, McGun guy 360. What's the scope? The only military stuff I've ever been invested in anyway. And even then, it's not exactly the same. Is Metal Gear. And that's because Metal Gear's so fucking gay. Those are the gayest games. You know? And I love that. The vision. It came to me. Yes, I had a vision where you were the one who saved my life. The great will of the galaxy is always right. You must also pay thanks to the galaxy for letting it be so. My name is Bernice. I'm a teller of fortunes guided by the great will of the galaxy that led me to this very planet. And to you, the countless living things that exist on the sphere. Through me, you may all now speak with the greater will. The greater will? Was this fucking Elden Ring? The voice of the voiceless grows louder indeed, CM Punk. The truth of the day they bestow onto thee, let them speak. It's Mr. The shine is so bright as it moves along the earth. Yes, today will be as radiant as an iridescent flint beetle. That was stupid. Metal Gear is gay as hell and explicitly anti-military. Yeah. Yeah, it's that's the thing. It's Kojima loving, like, guns and tanks as, like, oh, this is funny. You know, like go shoot you bang, right? But Metal Gear, like, the hero is all about, like, taking down weapons of mass destruction and stuff. Well, the hero. Solid Snake. If we're talking about Big Boss, that's not a hero. that's Big Boss. Very different characters. You know what I mean? I'm interested in history, which often involves military atrocities, I guess. Well, that's different. Being into history does not mean you, like, enjoy the military, like, aesthetic of things, you know? I've taken many history classes in my life. I can promise that never once have I been like, yeah, man, fucking, Air Force, Navy, hoorah! Air Force and Navy, that's all I could think of. I couldn't think of anything military related. And I'll just, like, shut down in my skull. Alright, let's head back to Giant's Hearth. I can't believe Louis in this fucking game. I still can't get over that. What an after credits, like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Just to send little Louis. Oh, wow. 2 hours into the stream, we're finally playing the game. Listen, we had to catch up. I was gonna want to catch up eventually. You know that. How dare Metal Gear the most heterosexual game ever, heterosexualized? This is a joke. I know nothing about Metal Gear besides memes and revengeance. No, that's the thing. Like, people do actually try to argue that. But Metal Gear is gay as shit. Game's so gay. I guess I like, funny military inventions that suck and don't work. Again, that's not, like, not the same. I'm more saying in the sense of, like... Corporal Cargadon, can you get your squadron, get going to yeah, this is for the Alliance. That kind of, I hate that shit. You know what I mean? Just blah. You know? Marco, you know nothing about anything. I had to explain your joke to you. What a line. Snake's a bi icon. My king. My king. I'm sitting here like, is that ball bear sleeping? Jim, you killed that motherfucker. I'm like, it's sleeping next to its kid. That's so cute. That's adorable. These are 2 corpses I made. They're not sleeping. I killed them. I'm the villain. Fuck him. Yeah, I was legitimately for a second being like, oh, that's so cute. Mama ball bear and her cub. I literally ripped their heads off. Like a hero. Like a hero does. Now, where do I want to go first? I want to burn that down. I want to set fire to things around me. I think this is earned and deserved. Also, I want to get this big sheer grub on our fucking thing. I realized last time I didn't actually get it as my Piccolopedia thing, so I gotta kick its ass and actually get it's a Piccolopedia thing. So come on out, Magmar. Look at these! Now, do you guys eat? You seem to try to squash instead. Okay. It was immune because it was going underground. That's fucking stupid. Die. There we go. May it fade out of existence. Forever. Take it home. Eternally thinking about how Big Boss misunderstood the boss was so fucking bad that it caused most of the fucking games. Man's dumb. Isn't war bad, Big Boss? She was telling me that war's so fucking cool. And that I should make my own, like, army of war guys. It's rather funny. You know? I gotta replay the Metal Gear games on stream. That was one of our first marathons, and it was quite popular. You guys seem to quite enjoy it. Our Metal Gear times. That was like where the first bit of like Twitch channel growth came from. You know? It was fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Also, I'm very happy. I know for sure, I'm pretty sure like the next highlight videos I make are not going to be this many videos, right? So at the very least, December is going to have 9 videos, and if I make any more highlights, it's already like a huge boom of stuff, right? But like, it feels nice to start it off with a big bunch like that, you know what I mean? You guys won't have to like, worry about the next one's taking long though, because like anyone I do next is probably gonna be shorter. Like, for an example, there's the Resident Evil 7 one that I was gonna do, and there is Pikmin 1. Both those highlights will not be fucking 9 videos. Hell, like they might be 1 or 2, you know? So like, we'll be fine. We'll chill for a bit. I didn't intend for 2 super long series in a row. I just decided to do that. I think I almost decided to make the Spider-Man one not story related, which would have been a really bad call. I did that with Tears of the Kingdom, because I didn't want the video to be too long. But now that I split the videos, I decided, fuck that, make them story related. So, you got your story related one, you're fine. How the fuck do we, oh, you make a bridge, Jim. I was like, how do you get up there? How do you get up there? What do you do? Actually embarrassing how stupid I am. Alright, let's break that up with rock Pikmin, because I want to see what's over there. I'm peacefully exploring. It's a ball bear. A ball bear and his family walking along the patrol path. The ball bear will search along this path for 24 hours a day. Upon sighting some food, it will eat the majority while splitting the final third into 3s for its children. There's your documentary. Anyway, the Bulbor's natural predator is me. Give me a second. People gotta die. joking, but I so perfectly killed all its kids and it at the same time. Oh my god. Holy fuck. That's fucked up. That's messed up. Like I'm saying that's messed up like one of you guys did that. Like that's messed up, guy. I did this. This was me. I killed that motherfucker. They're gone. Sometimes you just gotta kill a family that's in your way. Such as the American dream. Don't take whatever that was out of context. I'm gonna sound like a fucking monster. Alright, move a base here. It's a whole new zone we can now, like, fucking check out. I want these bodies turned into Pikmin. Don't let this go to waste. I don't want to see any waste out here, okay? Get these bodies into Pikmin. See, this is how the Pikmin run their stuff. Turn that all into nutrients. Nice and safe. They were wasting it. They were wasting, that was what, 4 bodies, right? That's like 40 Pikmin. We use it better, okay? They gotta learn to use that better. I love the Pikmin. I love this game. It makes me feel a primal joy that I can't explain. I don't mean like me committing atrocities. Now, why does this feel like bad? We're just safe to grab that, right? I'm like used to... I was gonna say I was used to there being some form of trap. There was a trap. They Pikmin 2'd me. Well, if it was Pikmin 2, they would have fucking pulled a gun out from the monitor and shot me in the skull when I was trying to pick that up. If we're being real. Bugs that scare your kids. I like that way of saying it. It's like a fucking advertisement for like Spirit Halloween. We have bugs to scare your kids. Again there, boys, come on. If it was Pikmin 2, it would have been like those plus 300 bomb rocks, yeah. That's the way Stom's described him since game 1. I don't listen to Stom's messages. Stom's not here, I can lie. I only can't lie when you guys are actually here. I forgot to buy bombs. That's what I wanted to do. I told myself I was going to do that, but it's been a stream and like 2 hours of Picklopedia. So I for sure didn't remember to do that at all. We can always look around and see if we can find any, right? Hey, Red Pikmin, kill that guy. Red Pikmin, murder this guy! If I fucking, like, charge him? Oh, he just dies. Pussy. Now, this doesn't matter, but what if I light the grill? And what would be the purpose of that anyways? I gotta get my grill going. I'm here at my grill, and I gotta get it lit. We're cooking steaks today. How do you like your steak? Out of the definers such as well done, medium well, what's the other one? Medium rare. What is your steak? Almost out of it. Come on. There you go. Woo! Oh, motherfucker, kill him. Yay! Exactly what I wanted. Alright, boys. Take that home. Raw, still bleeding. The way you guys say this. There's direct definers for what steak is. And you guys are like... I want it coated in blood. Oh, fuck. To answer my own question, I'm more of a medium rare person. To be real with you. Breathing? You're some kind of fucked, aren't you? Something's kind of wrong with you, isn't it? Grab that. There we go. Grab the goods, blow that shit up. Not blow it up, light it on fire is the word. And walk over here. Can you make that? You can, you're epic. There we go. And that makes a shortcut. Nicely done. It's almost like there's no biggie at all. We're fine. Cute. This leads back over here where the wood was, right? Yeah. And with the initial little... Okay, that's awesome. Great. That makes my life much easier. And... the music here makes me feel some type of way, man. Medium rare is superior steak. Medium rare is a bloody one, right? It's... Okay, so... pure rare is like the rawest you can make it, right? And then you have like medium rare, which is like a little bit more cooked, but still like, you know, more like you get more of the like the I guess the bloody one, you know. Then you have medium well, whereas you get closer to like super cooked, so there's no like even like bits of like pinkish color left behind. And then there's, you know, well done, which is like the one everyone will get mad at you for liking. Like the frequent thing. I just don't like chewing that long, which I have to do with the fucking well done steak. That's my reason against it. I used to get them when I was younger, but then I realized like, it's just so long I'm chewing. I'm chewing forever. It's like it has a consistency of rubber. It's a little rough. I tend to enjoy a medium rare steak with some shrimp as well. Because I had something called the Neptune steak like once and I got obsessed with the idea of it. Weak jaw muscles. I can chew for ages. I don't want to chew for ages. Seth out here being like fucking... Hey, did you know if you chew a celery for half an hour, then you burn more calories than you do get from eating the celery? Why would you chew the celery for half an hour? Seth desperately fucking chewing celery. What the fuck are you talking about, boss? Hey, Fitz. Read your own message again. What's that final word that you just said? It says boss. You want to stay employed? You say, great message, Jim. Great, you were smart. That's you stay employed. Turn Fitz into like a stooge. Gather the peanut, my children. You should swallow it whole while you're chewing steak. That's a very good point. It's a very good point. But no, for real though, I'm not a big fan of how much, like how long it takes to chew a single piece of steak. I don't want to be sitting there eating this thing forever. I got things to do. So I just end up enjoying a medium rare one more, you know? But in terms of that whole situation, right? I'm not gonna dog anyone that has medium well done steaks because I used to, you know? I just got fed up with them. That's all. I got fed up. That's all it is. But there we go. I knew someone that liked rare. Was it Benny? I think Benny likes rare. Really hate the feeling of bloody meat. It's so awful to eat. Also, a heads up, that's not actual blood in case someone's like misconstruing that. That's for like, if you were to cook a steak, there would be no blood left. That's not how they work. It's a different substance, but it gets misconstrued as that, you know? I'm just making sure no one gets the wrong idea. I know no one here is saying that it is blood. I'm just simply like, you know, like, hey, just in case someone's having the wrong idea here, it is most assuredly not blood. You know what I mean? Can I, like, leap over into the area and sneak in? Aw, oh, dang, so close. I don't know. I like it. I dig it. But not everything's for everyone, right? Like, Fitz, you love mushrooms. I hate mushrooms. I can't stand mushrooms. The consistency feels like I'm eating something that doesn't belong in this world. What a statement. It's not that bad. I'm just like, I just don't like it, you know? Damn it, I don't think I can make that. I can hope and dream, but we'll just get bombs. I grabbed enough things throughout the day that I don't have to worry about it, you know? Yeah, that's completely understandable, Fitz. I get that entirely. If it was actually blood, your steak would probably taste like metal. Yeah, it would probably be a horrible fucking, like, time entirely. Is it all my guys? Yeah. That means the other guy, he grabbed his treasure and made it back. Nice. Perfect. There's a cave over there I might want to check out next day. There's so much stuff here. In this next area. Hey, you know what? Let's clean up the town, dude. Let's clean this town up, dude. Let's get these corpses out of town. This is our town. We're keeping it clean. No more litter. No more litter. And the adult committee, but we have to litter in order for the corporations. And the teenagers like, no, we won't litter anymore. And they do like a little dance. And there's either an 80s movie or a Disney movie, one of the two. Where you solve it through dancing at the adults. Either that's a Disney Channel original or it's a movie in the 80s because dancing's outlawed. There's like fucking 6 of those, not just Footloose. There we go. That song makes me so happy. I don't even want to look at the cutscene. I just want to hear the song. But I was just curious about you guys' steak opinions. I'm not even big on steak. I have it like once every like 2 months, you know? It's not really something I like thoroughly like want all the time, you know? In general, when it comes to meat, the thing I prefer the most in meat is chicken. I like chicken. Chicken is fantastic. Chicken's my fucking guy, okay? Hey, do you like chicken? Put it, like, do every fucking variation of chicken. I'll eat it. I love chicken. Chicken's fucking crazy. Yeah, we didn't rescue anybody. We got some stuff for you. I got your paleontology series done, bitch. I prepped it. Don't get Ellie started about steak. What's Ellie's steak opinions? I'm curious about that. Chicken's the best. I do enjoy steak every once in a while. Yeah, like, I want it every once in a while, and I want, like, some seafood thing with it. I don't know why. For me, that's, like, the one thing I want with it. Otherwise, I don't really care that often about steak. But overall, I'm more of, like, I'm like a little carb king. You give me some fucking pasta of any type, and I'm like, thank you. Yum, yum. Delicious. I love this. You're my favorite. You're the best person ever lived. And the poor chef at the Italian restaurant's like, okay, relax, dude. It's chill. You're good. But, you know, I've already professed my love to him. So we're cool. Medium rare steak is something I could eat every day for the rest of my life. I like that. Ellie and Kai having the same fucking thing of just really loving steak. I appreciate that. The meat I like the least would be pork. I agree. I'm the least on pork, I think. Ah! Lamb. I'm not a lamb guy. So, okay, so my family is from Boston, Croatia, areas around there, in the fucking, the Balkan areas, right? And everyone there loves lamb. Lamb tastes like sweat. I don't know how else to describe it. It tastes like I'm eating sweaty leather. And it's like, I hate it. I despise it. I don't like it. And I'm sure, like, someone's gonna be like, oh, lamb is terrific, and that's fine. It's just for me, I fucking hate that shit so bad, dude. I don't like it. I don't like it. And they keep always having big rotisserie pork, and I'm done with pork. I don't like pork that much, okay? Give me a chicken. I'm such a basic little bitch. I want my chicken. You know? You must add me on this. Oh, for sure. For sure I will. That's not even a fucking question. That's a mandatory statement. That's of course what I would do. Only time I remember having lamb, it was like a Christmas dinner or something, and it was pulled out of the oven for like an hour before serving, so it was cold. That sounds terrible. That sounds like dog shit. Oh my god. Yeah, lamb's awful. Slapstick, crescent, love nugget, slipper, bug, fossil, disc of amusing wisdom, snack bean, and ice sword. They don't know what anything is, and I love that about these fuckers. I didn't hate it, I just wish it was served warm. See, I despise it. I don't know. I don't know why. I just really don't like it. What kind of place is Kopai? I've always wondered. From what I've heard, the population of that planet is skyrocketing. And if it continues in the current pace, they'll soon find themselves in a food crisis. Sad, really. No. That reminds me, we have to plan our provisions properly, or we won't have enough for our afternoon snacks. I'm pretty sure she stopped listening at the mention of food. I like this little crew of idiots. They make me happy, you know? But yeah, I don't know. In terms of meat, in beef in general, like, I was talking about the steak, but I rarely eat beef. I think the most beef I consume is like usually like in different recipes, like ground beef or something, you know? I mainly, here's the thing, right? I don't even like go out to places to eat anymore because I have a sister who loves cooking and makes so many different varying dishes, right? That are incredible. So I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. I could just go get like restaurant food like that for free anytime. So you know what? It works out nicely for me. And I don't eat a lot of beef because she ain't even big on beef, so we're fine. We're cool. Everything's great. I need to buy bombs. I was gonna forget again. Sir, equip me for war. I need what I need. I need to blow up everything in my path. How many bombs can I buy? Wait, shit. I need dumb shit like the Gunk Busters. Why is it called Gunk Buster? It's so stupid. At the cost of being killed by meat snobs, not the sort of people who are even here, I like beef the least out of the meats I eat. Chicken, beef, pork, lamb, I guess would be the, like, thing. Do we count fish as meat? Because that's a whole fucking beast. So many fish have different flavors, man. That's hard to, like, keep track for me. I've had a lot of different fish. And even then, in terms of fish, I'm not as much big in fish as I am in shellfish. I love fish, but shellfish is like, give me a lobster. Give me a crab. Give me a shrimpy. Delicious. Delicious. Why would fish not be meat? A lot of times it's not considered in the same area when people discuss meat. It's a quite frequent thing. I'm gonna get like 5. Shrimp is the nectar of the gods? I agree. I agree. That shit is insane. That delicious ambrosia. I just went to gear again. I need... Do you want to make Ochi even stronger? That would be cool. No, you know what? Tunch died once. Never again. Never again. Finally getting some fucking gear for Tunch. I'm good. Powerful. If I use this, I'm basically gonna be bankrupt, and I shouldn't do that. So let's get me air armor. I think that's a good idea. A crab is good shit, huh? I love crab. Oh. I make myself hungry. I haven't eaten today. I had like a peanut butter sandwich. A basic little... A peasant's meal. I would need a meal for kings! He says when he considers his McDonald's order of like 10 nuggets a meal for kings normally. I like phrasing the stuff I eat as a meal for kings when sometimes I'll have like a chicken finger, you know? Hey, take me away, coach. Where are we going? All seafood generally makes me queasy. That's like most of my family, except for me and my dad. We really like seafood, which technically is like my culture stuff. So like, you know, that makes sense, right? Like, I fit in for that. Well, one of my cultures, like if I go to like Bosnia, it's all just meat and milk, and I die from one of those, so I'm fucked. I had crab cakes at Red Lobster, and that shit was good. There's this fucking little place. It's like this like little area here called Joey's, and it's the most like basic fish you can get, but they frequently have this shit like buy one get one, and I'm a slut for buy one get one. They give me like this big fucking box of fries, okay? Like, and then another big box of fries, and then like 2 big fish things. I'm like, okay, cool, yum yum. Me, big boy. And I have a great time. I'm getting so ravenously hungry from this discussion, which is not good because I'm sick and I can't eat. Oh, I'm sorry. My favorite thing to eat when I'm sick, though, that like generally helps because like you barely have to fucking digest it. Saltine crackers. Those are like legitimately like very solid for when you're sick. Because like there's not much to them. It's good for that. At least for me. If I'm like stomach exploding fucking like flu or something, saltine crackers rule. However, you gotta make sure to be drinking too. Because you know it's crackers. And also just in general, if you're sick, please drink. Because you really gotta stay hydrated during that period of time. Hydration's always important, but especially when you're sick. You know what I mean? Okay, take your time. I need to get the onion for the rock Pikmin. My boys need to be able to propagate. That's what we're here for. I want my sons to prop the gate. We good? There you fucking go. There you fucking go. Right. Grab all the stuff. Take that home. We're fine. Never had lobster, but knowing me, I'd probably destroy a lobster. I respect that. I don't have any laying around right now, though. Oh, I get that. That's fair. Someone get Fitz a lobster? Yeah, someone get that Fitz a lobster. I still have bombs, so... Wait, actually. Is there actually, like, fucking bombs here in this? Just before? Like, just after something I would have needed a bomb for? This is the fucking kiln of the first flame in Dark Souls. I'm gonna go fight Gwyn right now. Boys, the fucking gate is open. Where are you going? It's wide open. They're stupid. They're really dumb. I love them. They're so stupid. Alright, well. That's obviously an Emperor Bulblax. And there's one way to really take care of that. My boy doesn't like bombs, so... I'll come right back for you guys. In just a second, okay? We'll be fine. Wake up. Oh, you're big! That's like the biggest Emperor ever. Oh, that was stupid. I fucked up. Oh, fuck. Alright, we failed. I failed immediately. It's fine. Everybody fails sometimes. Hit him hard. Okay, that was a good fucking run, buddy. Alright. Ochi. Kill my enemies. Gather around, gather around. What the fuck? Okay, this one's similar to the one you fight at the end of Pikmin 1. This is not like your mama's first fucking Emperor. This is like a big boy. Shit. Well, lost about 20 Pikmin. That's fine. You always lose about 20 Pikmin. Sometimes you lose more Pikmin than you live more Pikmin. Am I right? Woo! Fuck me sideways, dude. When's a free time to attack this motherfucker? He's gonna do his little roar. Let me think this through. Oh, Seth, when I fought this fucker in the first game, I lost every one of my Pikmin. And then I had to go back and grab more to kill him. That's what happened. We just had to hurry before the end of the day. So his health would still be hurt. That was bad. Oh, boys, it's okay. Alright, new strategy. Maybe I just chuck rocks at him. Rocks are pretty helpful, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, if this is gonna happen either way, I'd rather get the enhanced damage. Okay, we're careful. Go for it. Fuck. Why are they all crowding around his legs? My stupid boys. My dumb little idiots. There you fucking go! Woo! There's no emperor in the world that can fight my sons. They have a second grade education. They know what they're doing. They're wise beyond their years. You dumb bitch. Pick up his body, take it home. We're gonna turn this guy into, like, more reds. We don't have enough to make more reds. It's gonna end up being more blues, but still. It's growth of a sword, and that's what we're looking for. Take him home. Get that guy out of my face. Alright. That's what we've been looking for. A way to make more rock Pikmin. Directly in front of us. A runyon. Oh, are we sure this is even an onion? It's kind of rock-colored. That's fine. Fine, we love that. Lovely. Alright. Ochi, help them carry that. Yay! Finally. That's for the rock Pikmin, baby. Also, keep in mind, I also left a lot of my Pikmin during that fight, like, over by the onion. So they weren't participating, so they're, like, They were safe, but they could have helped our numbers, you know? Look at that. You thought you were strong. You thought you were mighty. You called yourself an emperor. An emperor of what? A king of what, Mr. Ballblacks? There is no kingdom for you to rule. All there is your corpse that is used to make my children stronger. Bring them in. Let my children grow. Watch them. Arise, my Pikmin. New as buds. Lovely. And then here comes the Runyon, baby. Here comes the Runyon. Time to get our Funyun one more extra color. I'm actually really excited about this. I want to see what it looks like. Because I like how our Funyun is right now with all its multicolors, but like, let's get something new in here. How about it? I love that color. That's so nice. Look at that! Now the rock Pikmin can make more. I'm excited to see just how many times you can fuse this thing. Now, my hypothesis is we could do one more for the winged Pikmin, because I'm still assuming that the Pikmin from Pikmin 2 probably just only have their versions, like their candy pops, and that's it. That's my assumption. The fucking spoilers, I'll eat you, but that's what I'm assuming. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's just as it stands, that's definitely what I believe, you know? Now let's get these blue Pikmin nice and picked up. And then now, the rock Pikmin are a little behind in terms of Pikmin development. We gotta start propagating rock Pikmin. That's mandatory. So, what can I quickly grab that might give them a bit of a boost? Not berries. Berries are for chumps. Literally right there, Jim. There's actual pellet posies just hanging around that you just didn't look at. Open your brain for like 6 seconds, please. It's frankly, this is getting embarrassing. What's back there? Oh, raw material. I almost didn't catch those because I was too busy looking at the raw material. Isn't that embarrassing? Isn't that just sad? There we go. Okay. They can't latch on to the other Pikmin, so I gotta pull that shit. Which works, I mean, hey. Open your brain, it's gonna be... You played SA1 as a child and it ruined you. I think you're the only person I know that had a Dreamcast. You're one of the 3 individuals I met. Not that I met, sorry. The 3 individuals in the world that had a Dreamcast. Anyone else in this chat have a Dreamcast? What console did you have around that era? Do you have a Dreamcast, PS2, GameCube? What did you have? I had a GameCube. I was a GameCube boy. The common answer would be PS2. That's the most popular console ever sold of all time. So it make fucking sense, you know? The other 2 people are my siblings because we all had that Dreamcast. Yeah, I didn't have a PS2. My friend did, so I got to experience all those games from his house, you know? As, GameCube was my domain. I loved my GameCube. Played so many games of that bad boy. I still have it. Just don't use it, you know? What's it called? But... yeah, PS2 is definitely the most popular one. Obviously, there's also Xbox, I forgot to mention. Like, original Xbox, you know? I had a friend that had that too. Not as many fun games we had on there, but I think that's mainly because we just didn't look for them. We were, like, dumb and young. There's probably plenty of great ones I just never got, you know? Okay, this is looking like a yellow Pikmin job. At least to throw them up there to get that. And, what luck, I have 0 yellow Pikmin. The GameCube is older than me, but I did have a GameCube at one point. I'm pretty sure the N64 is older than me, but I had that when I was younger. Yeah, N64 is definitely older than me, right? N64 release date. Yeah, that's older than me. N64 maybe older than me, but that was my first my first game was on the Sega Genesis. I had Sonic 2. My first console I really played a ton of was the N64. I got that when I was like 4, right? And with Ocarina of Time, which, you know, came out in the year I was born. But that was the bad boy I played. I did get my GameCube like later though. I got my GameCube like in 2004 when it's already decently old. Not decently old, but older, you know? If that makes any sense. The first console I actually got, like, right when it came out was... Holy fuck, was it the Wii U? That's a bit embarrassing. Wii U. Okay, well, there you go. We had, like, most types of consoles, though we never had any sort of Xbox. Now, did we have N64 no games, or misremembering, but what? PS1, we have no games. Okay. PS1 had some solid ones, too. You know? I like Marco, like, revealing any bit of age, and Seth just freaking out that younger people exist. Oldest game console I had was Game Boy Color, which is not older than me. It came out a year after I was born. Yeah, I think for me, definitely the oldest was the, probably our NES. Because that's gotta be the oldest, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's a 1986. That's my oldest console I had. And I only had it for like a little bit before it blew up. Very short period of time. But yeah. Just some fun stuff. We had Genesis. Yeah, Genesis is definitely our oldest one. A Sega Genesis. I came back for a yellow Pikmin. I got distracted talking about ages. Down one. Oh, up one. There we go. Oh, but I can only have like 3 types of Pikmin out. That's where I forgot. Okay. Let's put back the, blues for a second. Sonic 2 is my first ever video game I properly played, and I love that game, man. And I look back at it now, and all I can think of is, why are some of those, like, later levels kind of fucking hard, huh? Boom. There we go. Oh, wow, that means I'm older than the Dreamcast. Look at me go. Don't call me a boomer, I swear to God. Don't say shit about that. I'm still old in the Dreamcast, so still dying bold age. Hey, I am too. Don't worry. We're both old in the Dreamcast. It's fine. Light that on fire. I need that, whatever this is. I just want it. Oh, so I was supposed to go around and, like, build a thing for that, but instead I just did my method. I mean, if it works, right? No complaints on my end. Alright, let's get Rubber Ducky. Nice and simple. Grab this, because we can. And then get that bad boy over there. Easy. PS1 was December 94 in Japan. Yeah, I'm definitely not older than the PS1. Whew. I experienced all these different consoles just through friends, though. You know what I mean? The ones I didn't have, my friends had, and that's how we got through all of it, right? The only one I never experienced, really, was the Dreamcast, because I didn't know anyone who had a Dreamcast. Like, my buddy Benny had a PS1, my buddy Denny had a PS2. I know that's really funny, hearing their names out loud, that, like, Benny had the PS1 and Denny had the PS2. I know that it's weird that my friends are fucking so similarly named and they didn't even know each other. Old pal I don't talk to anymore had the Xbox, you know? But yeah, just never anybody with a Dreamcast. I only experienced the Xbox through a friend. I don't even remember what the inaugural Xbox it was. I think it was a 360. It goes Xbox, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. I think I just did that right. I'm pretty sure I just did that right. I had an Xbox One controller for my PC. Actually really nice. Then it kind of cruckle broke. Now an Xbox Series X one, pretty fucking solid. I have no desire to ever get an Xbox because, like, a lot of the stuff's just on PC, so I have no need to. So that kind of just defeats my reason to have it. But I have the remote, so that's nice, you know. Let me see. What's the name of the game? Is it Blinks? Yeah, Blinks. Blinks the Time Sweeper. This is what I played on the original Xbox. This is the shit I played with my friend on the original Xbox. Blinks the Time Sweeper. You play as cats, and you fix time by sucking things up in your time vacuum. But Blinks 2, you could play together and make your own cats, and that felt really cool. But there's also, like, pigs that, like, use guns, and they exist. So, you play at the cats sometimes, the pigs sometimes. The levels were fucking awful. But we had so much fun. So much fun. That's also why I played Halo 2. I thought that was pretty fun. That's like my like only intro to the Halo games. The Halo games till playing Reach with Kyler and Keck not recently. I was gonna say on stream recently, but it's been a bit since that. Yeah, it was recently, just like, you know, years ago. Listen, everything after 2020 is recently to me. Just that simple. I'm not streaming Blinks. I don't want to. The ultimate testing range. It filled my belly with all kinds of snacks. The strongest creatures, the tastiest. Except that ultimate weapon-like one. It was barely edible. They have the fucking guys here. It's the fucking, it's the machine gun fucking spider. We're gonna fight the machine gun fucking spider again. What is this group of Pikmin? Fuck it, let's go. Blue, pink, and white. Wait. Holy shit. Wrong type of blue, but let's go. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready for War Kings. We got this. My fucking like chat just exploded. Alright, I hope that's fine. Whenever my background shit explodes, you guys can't see it, but you can probably see the stress in my face ever so briefly as I consider what's happening. It's pretty fun. Alright, what's our plan here? Can you guys make that? No, doesn't even let me chuck them. I tried to yawn and my cat leaned in to sniff my mouth. Okay. Hold up. What did I miss? War Kings sounds like the name of one of those dog shit phone games that lies about being a different type of place in every game and every ad. Did I miss something about War Kings? Or did I say something in that regard? Did someone mention War Kings? Or did you just like say that randomly? Oh, okay, well I'm sorry, Fitz. I'm gonna be honest, I had no idea. I'm being a little silly guy today, including the fact that I can't remember half the things I'm saying. I wanted to charge him before he did that. Yeah, I fucked up, shut up. I want to get him. I'm gonna get him. There you go. A little embarrassing, but we got him, okay? Good night now. Destroyed by spider fart? That sounds like a really bad Spider-Man comic. Let go, Kings. Let go, Kings. It's not yours. It's not yours to have. Okay? You need to let go of that one, that's all. Did I really just fucking miss? Go ahead, fucking pollute them, jackass. Go ahead. Find out that they're your absolute counter. I'm pretty sure he chucked one off the edge, didn't he? Or did he survive somehow? He survived. Okay, we're good. I got scared for a second. I was like, no fucking way. He just chucked a white Pikmin off the edge, but we're good. We're fine. I had fear for a moment there. I did start to panic for a minute. Sat goes more lower. We'll go from here first. Get that little connection area. I'm terrified of just falling straight down to the abyss right now. I don't like the idea of it. There's a lot of spiders, but it makes sense. If it's Dickhead's Cave again, it's gonna be spiders. You know what I mean? Okay. There we go. Easy. And then we have plenty of blue Pikmin. I mean, we can easily convert them into other Pikmin without a problem. For an example, more winged Pikmin. Drop anything you guys are carrying. I need to get more winged Pikmin. That's mandatory. I love these funny guys. That being said, the winged Pikmin, you can easily get this back home. So if you don't mind, get these raw materials and take them back, because you don't have to like go through any like actual problems. You'll just fly. For every other Pikmin, we'll get this ready. I fucking love Pikmin. This game is so fun. I'm managing my fucking sons, my children, my lads. They're going to war. I love them. They make me feel like a real cool guy, and I respect that. Gather around, my sons. We're good. That being said, though, you guys need some sap. You're all newborns. Get that sap. I just realized that this probably isn't going to be entirely sap, but hey. Drink up all ye who can. Here we go. I love... You know what's interesting? Every, like, default primary color Pikmin, the red, blue, and yellows, their flowers are white. Yet every Pikmin after them is purple flowers. Until the inclusion of ice Pikmin, which have yellow flowers. That's like the first new flower in a while. Like, I thought maybe it would be, like, based on, like, game, right? Like, Pikmin... Actually, no, I lied entirely. It's like a pinkish flower for 2. It is off-game. So, Pikmin 2 is like a pinkish flower. Pikmin 3 is like a purplish flower. And then Pikmin 4 is a yellow flower. That is just kind of fun. I think. I'd like to say. Go lift that up, guys. They're so cute. I love them. They make me, like, unnaturally happy. I love winged Pikmin. Little weak aerial guys. I love that about them. I could make a bridge. Why would I waste the materials? Yeah, Glowman also have yellow flowers. So I was thinking in my head just like, okay, so it's based off game. Pikmin 4 is, what's it called? Just yellow flowers. That's what it is. You know? Where, Pikmin 2 is like pinkish, and Pikmin 3 is purplish. And then Pikmin 1's like white. Now, is that reflected in the logo? There's yellow flowers in the logo. And, okay. Not the Pikmin 3 one, but in this one at least. It would have been cute if it was reflected in all of them. I like that. That's kind of fun. Is that everything for this area? It looks like it. Yeah, okay. I can move on. If they have a weapon, they'll just make them better for me. What if they had all, like, little swords? Like, they got, like, little toothpicks, and they're just wielding them like weapons. Granted, I think a toothpick would still be too big, considering we've seen, like, those little, like, swords you put on, like, a burger are. They're, like, colossal. You know what I mean? Like, that would have to be great sword Pikmin. And I don't know if they want to, like spec into Unholy DK or not, you know? Maybe some of them want to be Frost and dual-wield, right? So, I'm sorry, I went to a WoW reference again. Also, I was just talking about the watery blowhogs and hoping they'd be around. And right when I fucking say that this stream, guess what's fucking here? What a treat. Sometimes the world listens to me because I deserve to be listened to. Now, that's a fucking decaying motherfucker, and I don't want to deal with that, but... what we can do real quick is get some more wing Pikmin. Wet hogs? Oh my god. Saying that on its own is really funny. God, we had like 8 wing Pikmin. We have like a lot more now. This feels good. Once we get an onion, we'll get like a ton, but like... it's just kind of nice to have some. I've wanted some more. I feel like we just didn't have enough, you know? They're precious. I love them so much. Is that ice Pikmin? Interesting. No, that's white Pikmin. Sometimes with the lighting, I think for a second it's not white Pikmin, it's ice Pikmin. That's the only problem with those colorations for the candy pop bulbs. That's because I'm stupid. That has nothing to do with the video game. That's entirely a dumb bitch not looking close enough. You know? So give me some more white Pikmin, especially because they're probably not gonna have an onion. I need more of these consistently. I've already lost some to, like, them getting eaten or something, you know? Gotta keep that population up, man. They're a rarity. They're a genetic abnormality among Pikmin. Just take that home. With all the wing Pikmin, I don't have to worry about, like, in the obstacles. I just get them to carry the shit right back home, you know? It's kind of, I guess, the main goal here. I mean, the poison teal thing is not, for me, honestly, has not been a problem at all. It's specifically just the candy pop bulb that looks a little bit like the teal of the ice Pikmin. Otherwise, I'm gonna be honest, I have not been confused in terms of the poison ice. The first time I encountered the poison, I was more just kind of like wondering what it was. And kind of hoping it was poison, because I was like, oh, is it cool white Pikmin? If I'm being completely real with you. Sorry, poor elephant. I love you, but you have to die. No king rules forever, my son. Alright, well, this is gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna beat the other guy, but I'm going to have to kill, Flying Herald over there. That's the problem. Stop it! Uh-oh. Stay back. I have a gun. Okay, well, you know what? We didn't lose that many. It's fine. It's okay. We're fine. I did maybe lose some of the white Pikmin that I just worked so hard to get. And that's an issue. But that's its own problem for another day. Fuck. 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 That's unfortunate. I almost fucking Jay Whited there. There's this wrestler named Jay White that's really good at like the post-loss breakdown. I don't know if I can show it because they might fucking claim me, New Japan, but we'll see. Not well. I'm not saying we'll see. I'm just not gonna take that chance. There's this one where he loses to Tamatonga, another wrestler, and he goes like, you know, he talks about like how it's like, oh, you got lucky, all that kind of stuff, and then throughout the press conference, he's just sitting there and he's like, he fucking beat me. And he stops for a bit and just goes, fuck, for like 8 minutes straight, consistently. It's magical. I could probably like show you the audio and that wouldn't get clicked. But we'll see. I'm testing things. Can I make Ochi go over here? I know like there's bars in the way. Okay, the thing's not even here. I was hoping to see if like the button was here. Oh, you know what? This was a good idea. Great job, Ochi. Okay. And so the team's back together. Kill this man. Revenge! Revenge for fallen brothers! Damn, unlucky that the edge was there, though. You know what I mean? Instances that seem to sting more in Pikmin 4 since it's not complete bullshit. Yeah. Compared to Pikmin 2, where I'm just, like, anguished because the game hates me. If we're being honest. That's a Joy-Con! It's different in Pikmin 4. Because in Pikmin 4, it's always my fault, I feel. So far. It's also more rare. A death hurts more because it's not as often. I literally closed my heart to the Pikmin after a while. I fucking God of War'd that thing in, Pikmin 2 because they died so often. That's like, okay, well, that's old news. I have that Joy-Con. I have the red-blue switch. Perfect. That Joy-Con probably doesn't work the way it should. Yeah. Damn shame. Do you guys have any special Joy-Cons in your Switches? Or do you have like a Switch Lite or something like that, you know? I had to replace my Joy-Con sticks. I never had to replace mine. My sister had to replace hers, though. But then again, I never really used the Joy-Cons. It's more of a rarity. So they haven't had a chance to get too much use. They're still, I guess, relatively mechanically new. Like I use it for like Skyward Sword and stuff. But I primarily just use a Pro Controller. And this Pro Controller is fucking awesome, dude. This Pro Controller rules. Out of all my controllers, I think this one's been used the longest in the last while. You know what I mean? Because my computer controller was the Xbox One one. That one's already broken. My PS4 one for the computer eventually had broke, you know. Now I don't use PlayStation 1 for the computer anymore. Just because sometimes I play on a lot of things that don't have PlayStation support locally, and I don't want to run any more programs like change it to an Xbox controller. I got tired of that. So I just have an Xbox controller now for the computer. It works great. The PS5 controller is pretty solid too, but like, I don't know. Pro controllers just lasted me forever. With zero issues. I love it. I really like it, you know? I've never docked my Switch. I've only ever played a handheld. I'm completely the opposite. I'm here by my PC and stuff. I have no reason to play it handheld. I'm just gonna play it right here. It makes more sense to me. That's the beauty of the Switch. There's the option of that. And I love that so much. You know what I mean? Like my sister, she plays it all handheld as well, right? But like, I like to look at these fucking fools. Sorry, the whites and the pinks together. They're so small. You have bobblehead, or you have like tiny little, you know. What a crew. I love it. I like that a lot. Switch is a great console, except the manufacturing issues of the Joy-Cons. Yeah, yeah. A couple of fucking Pikmin land in front of you and you did stretches. You really? I didn't notice. That's so cute. That's precious. But yeah, because of how good the Switch is as a console, except not obviously mechanically. Is that fucking bones? No, those are shavings. Okay. This led a lot of people to think like, most likely the next console is just a Switch 2. What are the odds that they go with the Super Nintendo Switch? You know, they have the Nintendo Entertainment System. Now they have the Nintendo Switch, and it's also a super popular one that they just want to make a second version of it. What if it's just Nintendo Switch and Super Nintendo Switch? I hate that. I kind of want that. You know what I mean? Especially, there's more to like theorize to that. Because do you see these buttons here? There's a specific color scheme for these buttons on the original Super Famicom. Not the Super Nintendo, because they changed the colors in the Super Nintendo, but the Super Famicom, the one in Japan. And the color scheme for these buttons on newer Switch titles has had those same color schemes for a lot of stuff that's been like pre-release that might also be on the next console, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh my god. Is it time? Are they gonna fucking do it? Because honestly, like, the Switch as itself right now is fine, I believe, personally. What I think the Switch just, like, I don't like, not fine, but like the concept is fine. I just want, like, a better one. So I like Super Nintendo Switch, I don't mind them continuing this design theme for the future. I'd love that, you know what I mean? Anyways. I like to look at these fucking fools. Sorry, the whites and the pinks together. They're so small. They literally just came down to stretch. Or you have like tiny little, you know. Well, because they're always in the sky. These fucking fools. They're always in the sky. They don't get to stretch that often, you know. That's so fucking cute. I love the idea of you just like letting them down to stretch for a bit, and you're like, hey, come on down. You gotta get yourself back and work in order. Oh, that's fucking precious. I love that. This game's good. But yeah, I want a Super Nintendo Switch. That's the crux of that. That's putting it all together in the end, what I want. I don't know if anyone else disagrees and like, oh, I want a completely new thing again. I'm tired of Nintendo giving me completely new things every time for their consoles, okay? For games, yes, it's fun. For consoles, please, I don't need to go from fucking Wii to like a fucking, to a Switch. Settle on something. Settle on something for like a second. Just make it stronger. That's all. Give me Super Nintendo Switch. Alright. Hey, Snom, welcome, man. I was just praising the wing Pikmin for being my fucking creatures of love. Alright, I don't have the things I usually have to fight these creatures. So I gotta be a little careful. Die! First example of careful. Murder that guy in a half second. Okay, so they're covered on that side. If I go here, Blosif's gonna get mad at me. So we're gonna kill Blosif fast. Oh boy. I thought I could get him to fall down with that. Okay, and then get him. Oh, they got caught in bubbles. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. Overwhelm! Okay, we're good. Woo! Nice. I feel good. Whatever the next thing is, God, please make it backwards compatible. That's my hope, right? If it is a Super Nintendo Switch, then one would think it functions like a Super Nintendo in the fact that it would still have Switch games. Which is my hope. Because I bought all these, I want to still use them. They're all still fairly modern. And how good would I feel that Metroid Prime Remastered can still be on a modern console for the next, like, foreseeable future? I would feel Oh, I'd feel so good. I'd feel fantastic. Kill him, boys. Murder him. He doesn't have his web. Woo! Yeah, we got the Runyon. We got the Runyon and fought the biggest fucking King Ball Blacks, like fucking Pikmin 1 style. That was awesome. I know they're probably not gonna do it. Most likely they want to do like just a port instead because it's less popular. I want a remastered version of Metroid Prime 2. I would play that forever, every day, non-stop. I would basically just shuffle between Prime 1 and Prime 2 consistently over and over and over again. Which is, I guess, not great, like health-wise, but it would make me happy, you know? Every game on every console now? Now! To be fair, the closest you can get to that is a PC. Realistically. Oops! I sure missed that guy. Die! There, no bubbles, just let him get killed. What if they released a disgusting monster that was backwards compatible with everything Nintendo has ever made? They would never do that, yeah, but it would be fucking amazing. Because, I still have all my games, ever got, ever. I have my N64 games, I have my GameCube games, I have my PS4 games, PS3, PS5, my fucking Wii games, my Wii U games, I have all of them. Every single one. I can go grab Super Mario Sunshine right now if you want. I can go upstairs and get Banjo-Kazooie for the N64 if you want. But it makes you wonder, if you did that, how are you gonna make every different cartridge fit? Would be rather funny. I could always sell those video games and stuff. I just don't know about that, you know? I keep thinking there's a reason to keep them, but I guess it's just maybe sentimental value. You know what I mean? Personality. Still my first N64 controller, even though it barely works. Because this Joy-Con drift is... I call it Joy-Con analog stick drift. Is fucking abysmal. To a point that's like, why do I even have this? Hey, Jim, I just remembered the stupidest thing that you should have been doing this entire time. Hey, remember how you have a dog? That's like a Bulbman and can do anything? Hey, dog, take care of that. What the fuck was I doing? Send, like, Pikmin in sometimes. We have a big Bulbman. And I'm sorry, but the Switch Virtual Console is not a good solution to cause, to that cause. You get, them from, paying for the online service, you do not own them. A good solution would have been the original Virtual Console for Wii and Wii U had they not removed it. That was fine. That was good. Fire alarm went off again. False alarm again. Oh, I'm sorry, man. That sucks. I just like that they added a more expensive tier for the N64 games. I have that tier. I'm sorry to say. I'm one of those people. But hear me out. When I got this, it was for the Mario Kart tracks that I can get with it that we play for Nintendo Night. And because I was sick with COVID-19 and I wanted to play Banjo and Kazooie on my bed when I was all dying. This sucks. This is great. It's nice to have these on there. But the fact that there's like 20 games still at this point is abysmal. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, it just bothers me. I think there obviously is much better methods you can take to this, and Nintendo definitely doesn't take them, you know? A lot of these companies seem to think the future is cloud streaming things, and I hate that. I can't stand that. I don't want to stream my games. Unrelated to this conversation whatsoever, I would never do it myself because I'm a fine gentleman of upstanding caliber. Did you guys know it's really easy to pirate video games? Like, I found that out recently. Some guy sent me, like, an evil email telling me, like, this is, like, the easiest thing to do. Apparently, you just simply have to go and, like easily find a torrent of this game. I can't believe it's that simple. I would never. I'm an upstanding moral person. And Nintendo wouldn't want me doing this thing, so I'd never do it. I would never do it. Ever! Ever! Apparently, it's surprisingly easy, but, like, again, I would never be a villain to do such a thing. Back up Ginger Ale. Ginger Ale's solid for the sicky times if your tum-tum gets rumble. What the fuck did I just say? I haven't had ginger ale in like 3 years. I used to always drink some for Christmas and like Christmas parties. I don't know why. I love that shit. How am I gonna get in there? I want to get across that, that web, but that's not looking good for me. Because, that web currently contains a spider. And if I just throw all my Pikmin into his web, he's just gonna eat us all. We're gonna have to think. My friend hacked their Switch and has a bunch of stuff on it they didn't want to buy. Why would your friend ever do something so evil and vindictive as hacking the Nintendo Switch, which I've heard is actually quite easy to do? That's a terrible thing to them for them to have done. Oh, I'm insufferable today. How am I gonna get up there? Because, like, I don't think I can just walk onto this, can I? Hold up. You have the world's shittiest web. Okay, so we just can't use, our boys. Which is the, Grangle Pikmin. The Grangle Pikmin?! So to get them out of my way. So I have a feeling they're gonna fly up and get caught in the web, right? Whereas you guys, I'm assuming we can just... There we go. Easy. Kill him. No going off ledges this time. Woo! Get that nice and fucking out of my way immediately. And you boys, get this thing out of here. And then, oh, she can bring in our flies. They're not flies, but like, I wonder if they actually would have been caught in that web. I'm not taking any chances though, which I think is understandable. Why the fuck did I go down there? Oh, gee. My baby. There should be a law where it just doesn't count as piracy if the version of the thing pirated isn't produced physically or sold online. That makes sense to me. Isn't that normally the term for like abandonware or something like that? But like there's like more into it where you have to like, it's just be like a long period of time or something. I don't know, just silly. Just absolutely silly. That being said though, die! Got some stuck in a web, but they'll be fine. Once the guy's dead, we're okay. Alright, my boys, take that guy home. Lift his body over the edge. No, drop him over the edge. There will be no more leaflings this day. And you can grab that, no problem. And then, thanks to copious amounts of wing Pikmin, this area has been cleared. They do their job and they do it well. That's a wing Pikmin for you. I love them. They make me smile. Personally, sick of me how easy it is to emulate 3DS games. Deplorable. It's deplorable, honestly. It's deplorable, even. The fact that you could just go to a program like Citra, sorry, and easily get the newest version and fucking emulate Majora's Mask 3DS in like 3 seconds is bizarre and horrible. Super easy. Game companies are stupidly fucking protective of games that they don't sell anymore. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, what they should have done is kept the original Virtual Console around. There's all those games you could just buy. You're still making money off it. But I don't know. Games are stupid. And silly. Fucking dumb. Absolutely silly. This all stemmed from me saying I want a Super Nintendo Switch. Which still stands, by the way. I didn't want that. But, like, backwards compatibility needs to start being a thing now. They royally fucked up with the PS3 on the PlayStation side, right? I'm gonna hold up. 2 seconds. I think I'm in the den of the dickhead. I gotta be safe about that. No? I thought so. That's just a normal den. I thought the dickhead was gonna be here. I think we're gonna be fine. Maybe. Who knows? We'll see. But I was gonna say, in terms of, I like that you said Leaf King. Ooh, but yeah, they all say error PNF 404, so that was fun, you know? But also implies why Ochi can't leave, because now it sees you as a resident of the planet. But point, I'm getting distracted. PS3 fucked over everything. PS2 could play the PS1. No problem. Easy. PS3 could play the PS2 and PS1. Awesome. Fantastic. We've now made the PS3 Slim. Cool. I bought one. Me. When I was younger. Because it was the only available PS3. Can you guess what the PS3 Slim did? Slim did? PS3 Slim is a much smaller version of the original PS3. It doesn't have the yellow light of death problem, if I recall. But the trade-off for all that is it now doesn't do backwards compatibility. The Slim version just doesn't play PS2 and PS1 games. It just can't. Like, at all. For some reason. So my PS3 could not play old PS2 and PS1 games. I was gonna buy one too, I was so excited. But like, it can't do that at all, in any way. Which was so fucking stupid. At the very least, I could get some online games that like might have had PS2 like caliber on it if they made a digital download version of it, which is very rare. And then PS4 said, yeah, fuck all the others. This only plays PS4. It's like, why? It's like, ah! And then later they're like, okay, really? It's because PS3 is super hard to make backwards compatibility. We fucked that console up. We ruined that console to the point that, like, that one can't do backwards compatibility. We can only do, like, cloud streaming the shit, it seems like, at this point. Or, like, re-release it as a new game because, like, we fucked it up. The way the hardware works for it is fucked up. And while that is true, the hardware of the PS3 is, like, super fucked up. And doesn't work well. Fuck you for doing that in the first place. So now the PS4 has no backwards compatibility with any PS game at all. And then the PS5 is now PS5 and PS4. So it's a new backwards compatibility cycle, basically, of 4 and 5. But everything before gets fucking lost to time, you know? Hate that shit. So I liked that the 3DS let me play DS games, by the way. That was a lovely bit of fun. The biggest downside of all of the DS things in general to me, though, was upon the release of the DSi, they got rid of the Game Boy Advance backwards compatibility. You know what I mean? I hated that. I was so mad. I still have my OG DS. That's what I play my Game Boy Advance stuff with, if I ever do. But they even released, like, DS Rumble packs for that slot. So for later DSs to not have it seemed very stupid. You know? Slime Rancher 2 is only playable on Xbox Series X/X unless... I'm waiting for that unless. I'm waiting for it. I'm frothing at the mouth. Man, I was sitting here thinking, how's it already been 3 hours? I forgot that we spent so long reading the Picklepedia. You get Game Pass and stream it through cloud gaming. Ugh. Though DS couldn't run Game Boy Color games like the GBA could. Exactly just like that, yeah. The GBA could, if you put a Game Boy or Game Boy Color cartridge in the GBA, it could run those too. But the DS couldn't do that, as Seth said. Oh, it's so fucking infuriating, eh? I wish I could find my super old DS. Literally, only way I could play Game Boy Advance games because my old Game Boy Advance was impossible to see on. Yeah, I still have my old guy. He's in. I almost just got up and went to go get him. There's no reason to do that. We're playing a game right now. There's no reason for you to go find him. He's resting in, like, the storage areas. Peacefully, might I say. There we go. Perfect. Hey, Vash, welcome. Thanks for watching the video. Always happy when you guys give me support on the videos. They take much more time than anything I do. Like, I'm helpful. I'm happy for the stream support, but I understand the video ones. Like, if you want me to be like, thanks, man. That's the one. Because, like, that's the one, like, legitimately take time on. This I just open a game and play. Hey, Victorian. Doing my due diligence for showing up at the end of a stream because it's my nighttime ritual. I'm going to bed. I get that. Feel free. Have a wonderful sleep, Victorian. Thank you for stopping by. I can play Slime Rancher 2 on my Xbox One, so why won't you let me buy it and play it? Why do I have to get your subscription? Why'd you insert a middleman? Yeah, it's really annoying, eh? Fucking really annoying. Alright, what if... You're fire. What am I gonna do here? Bulldoze you. Okay. So, get that out of here immediately. Fuck, you got the corpse. I was gonna try to get that out of the way so he wouldn't be able to grab it. I can still steal his corpse. They're easy to kill if they don't have a guard like that. Shit. Take it away, boys. Okay, now you have no helmet, which means without you breathing fire, Ochi can just kill you. Easy. Simple as that. Yeah, this isn't literally the end of stream. I wouldn't end a stream in the middle of a cave. If it's the end of stream, my stream looks like this. Not like this. What if instead of playing once to own the game, we made people pay multiple times to keep playing the same game? Yeah. Yeah. Hear me out. I talk about how much I love World of Warcraft. I fucking hate subscription games. WoW still pisses me off for having that. It makes me so fucking mad. I wish I could just buy WoW once and be happy. Just let me buy the fucking game. For eons, I've been waiting for that one change that I've been begging for it. Just let me buy the fucking game. Buy WoW once, done. Over. I'll buy your expansion, sure, those are whole new content. Stop making me pay fucking monthly for this bullshit. I'm old, I'm tired, I want to buy it one time. This is my old man rant. Oh shit, that guy's like floating right there. That's dangerous. I didn't even notice. I can't let him get in the way of my bulls. My bulls? My boys. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, focus on me. He got them. He got them. I knew he would. Can you like fall down, pussy? God, if I had fucking, ice Pikmin right now, this would be so easy. Don't dissolve my kids! Let them go! Don't dissolve my kids! Woo! They're free. He didn't dissolve any of my kids. Woo! God damn. I mean, WoW's an MMO though, or do you mean like, oh, WoW Classic's one thing and what? Well, I got distracted. Oh, no, we're talking about subscription services in a game and how I don't like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, I understand why at this point they still exist. It's just a shame that it even happened in the first place. And that things would be a lot nicer if that never was the case. And if you could just buy it once. An example of an MMO that does do, I'm pretty sure Elder Scrolls Online, you just buy one time and you have it. It didn't used to be. It used to be monthly, but like, I'm grateful that's the case for it, you know? I just wish more would be like that. Kick his dick in. They're just going to work. They don't care about this fight we're having. Drop all your stuff, boys. There's a fella here and he's got to die. Like, hear me out. I don't like Riot's method of League of Legends stuff and how they've done things over the years. One nice thing about League of Legends is that it's a free game. Yeah, the cosmetics I have to pay for, but at the very least, it's fucking free. You know what I mean? You know what I probably wouldn't have fucking thrown out the trash if it wasn't a subscription? Fucking FF14. Yeah. That's another thing. I don't wanna like fucking pay for, I'm not gonna play multiple MMOs if like every one of them subscription based. You know? I have to like pick one. Unlike games where I could just play multiple games because I just bought them all. You know? Easy. At the very least, Microsoft, you just bought Activision Blizzard. Well, I guess now they've separated, so it's just like Blizzard now. For WoW. At the very least, could you just be nice and make it part of Game Pass for me so I don't have to fucking pay for more things? Please? Come on. You and EverQuest, man. Has playing the rest of the series influenced your favorite Pikmin, or is it still white? That's the issue, right? In terms of gameplay, Rock is my favorite. Because I can just turbo kill somebody in a half second. In terms of, oh, I wanna snuggle, put a little Pikmin face. It is a giant war between pink and white. And I think every second it changes. Because winged Pikmin have my fucking heart and soul, and they're so cute. But then if you look at the white Pikmin for half a second just standing there, you're like, look at that fucking idiot. Hold up. Look at that crew. They look like claymation. Like, you know? They're so silly. Yeah, Pick 3 guys are really good. They made some really good ones in Pick 3. To be fair, I don't think I really have a least favorite Pikmin. They're all good. I like them all a lot, you know? I don't want WoW and Game Pass, just make it a one-time. That's, I'm saying, like, I'm more coping and saying, like, what else I would expect, like, accept, you know what I mean? But yeah. FF14 is the most casual MMO ever, so you only pay when you want to. I mean, that, I would say that's also similar to, for WoW. I only pay when I want to play it, you know? And I played it pretty fucking casually. You can get into more bigger raiding and stuff, but they literally have a fucking, like, looking for group raid system if you just want to experience the raid. You don't gotta go, like, heavy mode on it. Hell, the new expansions actually add in, like, fucking solo endgame content if you don't even want to play with people. Fucking go wild. Which, for the record, I'm beyond thrilled with. I'm beyond thrilled with. But yeah. I think I love video games so much, to the point that I can have so many complaints about video games, you know? And I think that's fair. If you love something, you complain about it, because you truly want it to be better, because you love it, you know? And the industry as a whole has been something that could be a little bit more consumer-friendly, I'd say. You know what I mean? But, them's the bees. The bees? I had nothing else to add. Alright, dickheads here. I had a feeling he'd be here, and here he fucking is. Round 2, fuckboy. He's gonna get up right now. Hit him once, he's gonna freak out. Back up, boys. There he is! Now, I don't believe he shoots unless we attack him, right? If it's like Pikmin 2. I guess let's test it out. He's got a vent. Oh boy, oh boy. Get on, boys. Oh my god, they just fucking got shot out of the stratosphere. He shot them off my back. I'll kill you. Alright, alright. Fighting fucking Jay White's Bang Bang Gang, Bullet Club Gold. He shoots just randomly now. What do I do here? Kill! Run, 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 run! Oh, it still has the fucking, like, organic mussy. Alright. Kill! How do you remain so stressful, dude? Honestly. Who decided this is okay? Boys, wake up, wake up! Oh! We're okay, we're fine! Kinda wish I had Ice Pikmin right now, maybe they can freeze him. I can't charge him like I like to normally, that's one of my problems. I destroyed the walls before starting the fight. Why did you do that? You do the continent, get out, and come back when there's a major storyline. That's the thing. Like, I'm not a big fan of that type of stuff, right? Like, I don't like droughts. That tends to be the worst WoW expansions are because of long droughts. People don't like it. Whew. But you know, it's for different people. That's the beauty of it, right? Oh boy. Up. Didn't think you were gonna shoot twice. It scared me. Boys, wake up. Boys, wake up. Oh, boy. I'm getting a little scared. If I'm being honest, I'm getting a little scared. Sure, why am I running? What's the matter with you? You were safe! Boys, we're gonna try something funny. I'm gonna run for my life. Oh, she's faster than the guns. I found your weakness, dickhead. This ain't like Pikmin 2. I got a dog now. Oh, I bet you wish you had a dog, didn't you, big spider with a gun? Saying that loud made me realize how fucking stupid this game is. I just said big spider with a gun. That's fine. Cool. Woof. We're good. Slow and steady. Go, go, go. I'm the fucking winner. Everybody dies who isn't me! I'm the one who stays alive! You put a spider with a gun in my house? I'm gonna go to that spider's house, I'm gonna go to his wife, and I'm gonna say, I killed your husband for free. And she's gonna say, damn! Damn, why'd you do that to my husband? Damn! And I'm gonna say, because he's a dickhead! Because he's a bastard man! Look at that body. We're heroes. And I want us to be remembered as such. Oh, fuck. Woo. That was wild. Did you lose any picks? I got shot once in the back and lost about 3 winged Pikmin. And it sucked. It hurt. But otherwise, I'd say that was a pretty good solid run, especially compared to how we used to fight him. I think we did good. Whew. Alright, I'm checking the ID. Horatio from planet Sozor, a proud member of the gig economy. He likes to think he spreads cheer wherever he goes, but he usually does the opposite. That's an odd thing to read an ID badge. He seems like a rather eccentric sort. I like that. That's odd to read in a badge. Alright, what discourse did I miss? What did I miss on my YouTube.com? This is not my YouTube, this is my Twitch.tv. Alright. Just make it a one-time purchase, At this point, I could buy Game Pass for my friends who have my account on their Xbox so they can get free games. FF14 is mass content routes. It's a free trial. Free trials are not the solution I want. Oh, yeah, free trials. But see, that depends on what you're looking for. Optimizing payment is not what I'm looking for when I want a game, right? And that's, I guess, my problem with the subscription model. I'm not saying, like, there's nothing wrong with optimizing your payment to do such a thing. It's just not what I'm looking for in a game, you know? I wish that my whole statement here is I wish I could just buy it. You know what I mean? And this is a personal thing. All right? As someone who can quote the WoW lore like a Bible, I agree that FF14 is more story focused, but I don't think that, like, pertains to WoW having, like, not a story focus at all. When the way new content tends to work is, here's the next chapters of the story, bye! And they come back, here's the next chapter of the stories. Like, raids aren't always the next content stuff. Like, right now, the newest content updates are just even more story, even more story, even more story, and that's what they're doing, you know? Maybe in retail, like, in Classic WoW, for sure. Because, like, they didn't have us. They were working on bare bones with that. God, oh my god, BC was a mess. They just gave up on story and just went with whatever. They actually character assassinated quite a few characters to make BC work. Poor Burning Crusade. Like, the shit they did with Kael'thas was, like, I don't think anyone's ever gonna forget that one. Out of WoW fans. Most people don't actually care. But yeah. It wasn't until WoW, like, Wrath, where they started to get a bit more narratively focused, and it wasn't until, I'd say Warlords, they became a lot more story-focused in general. Which some could see as a detriment, but I actually quite enjoy. This has been your, Been your regular bit of a WoW talk with old Jimmer old Bam. You better have enjoyed, or you're going to hell. But yeah, I think the primary point of my whole thing there was I just don't like subscription models in general, and I wish I didn't have to. I wish I could just pay once, you know? You get me? Like, and not just even for games, even for other things. That'd be lovely if that was possible. But no. Hey! That's a big-ass GameCube controller. And I want to bring that home for all my friends. And we can all play Mario Party 7. Which I have a lot of experience in minigames, so you all get fucked on. What a freak. One of the good things, they're still doing visual updates. The game looks cool already, but they keep increasing the graphics. However, WoW definitely does have more variants on races. So, are you trying to imply that WoW doesn't do the visual updates? Because that would definitely not be true. Hold up. It has a style for sure. But that doesn't change that WoW has upgraded the models of every single thing over time. Now, you cannot like the style, obviously. You know what I mean? An example would be like, let me do orcs. They look really funny in old version. They're so crunchy. This is just Warlords. They've done more different stuff since then, but this is like the classic model versus the more retail model, you know what I mean? Like, see the varying difference there of like an orc model. The crunch on the old one, though, isn't that charming? I love a good old game crunch, you know? It's yummy. It's crusty. I like it a lot. Either way. Game looks cool already, but they keep increasing the graphics. However, WoW definitely does have more variants and races. It also doesn't help that we have a server dedicated exclusively to the ERPers. It's not a joke, and I'm always creeped out by it. Let's not talk about fucking Moonglade Goldshire, then. I play and love a lot of games, but I'm only ever buying any if I really know I'm going to spend a lot of time with it. That means I'm usually picky which games I want. But see, the thing is, there you are using you are finding the best way to use this current model. You know what I mean? And that's respectable and cool. I'm just simply saying that I don't like the existence of subscription-based games in general. With all the time I've put into these games, it would have been much better if I, like, back in 2008 when I first played WoW, I could have, not 2000, it's like 2007, but I could have just, like, you know, done a one-time payment and still had the game till now. That would be awesome. That'd be terrific, and I just had to buy expansions, you know? I'm not saying that you're using the method poorly, you're using it incredibly. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Why are the pecs in the old Orc Model 2 triangles? That's 2004 for you, baby. That's 2004. That 2004, fucking MMO-type gaming. The crunch is why I like Adventure Quest, fucking, sorry, that's a whole different beast that's in my head right now. EverQuest 2. And that's totally fine. I love a good crunch. Shit's yummy. Sorry, the wall's here. I gotta break it. I legally have to break it. I'm definitely not knocking any crunch, you know? I like a lot of things. You guys have seen me. There's just certain things I don't like, and I like to talk about sometimes. Nice burp, dude. Thanks, dude. So wait, like... Is it like... Oh, is it like... Okay, wait, hold up. If the server's exclusive for ERP, is it sanctioned by the company, or is it just people go to it? You know? You know a game I watch people play from its inception? StarCraft. My uncle played it from release. I never played StarCraft 1. I played a good bit of StarCraft 2. And even then, I did see the comparisons of StarCraft 1 and the StarCraft visual update, and it's fucking crazy to look at. I used to play a lot of StarCraft 2 Risk, where you'd have the units and be on a fucking world map, and... Oh my god, playing with Benny was the worst, because me and him would be making, like, alliances with people, and then he'd betray me! As part of a scheme! So he'd betray me for these new online people, but he doesn't show them that he kept one little island with me alive on it, and then I can, like, slowly build up and sneak to the back of another one of his allies that he then betrays with me as we swallow their country. So fucking stupid. A lovely time. I enjoyed it greatly. It's exactly so funny to me that EverQuest 2 still looks exact fucking same as it did when it since release. I appreciate that. I like that it just kept it going. Like, other things like WoW and RuneScape had to have old school versions, but they're like, we're not changing ever. Wait, what's another one that hasn't changed? I think, am I right about this one not changing? We'll see. Has this changed ever? Or is this still the exact same looking as it always has been? Because I'm gonna be honest, I look at this right now and this looks like it did when I was younger. Wizard 101. When I couldn't pay for my WoW subscription anymore, my free trial ran out, I played Wizard 101. This game fucking sucks. I have such nostalgia for this game. This game is dog shit. And I love it. I love it. It is absolute dog shit. God. Horatio and blank. And what we get out of some good stuff here. EverQuest 1 is also like that, and that shit was released in 1999. God fucking damn it, dude. That's crazy. Was it 101? I love when Kai gets excited about it. That's like one other person I know that played it with, like me as well, you know? The most predatory MMO to ever exist. You're fucking right. Wizard 101 looks exactly the same now as when it came out. Okay, so that's one that's still exactly the same, too. Hold up. How's its website looking? Did they at least update that? Because that shit was crunchy, too. Wizard 101. This is now mandatory. I like when we get distracted on stream. It's one of my favorite things. This is new. They got, like, a fucking little, like, video. Okay, this still looks kind of crunchy. It's not as bad as it used to be. They have a, you gotta have, like, a canned name thing. You can't make your own name. So you have to, you have to do this shit. Can I see the old Wizard 1 site? Hold up. Wizard 101 old site. I remember that one, like, kind of vividly in my head. If I could find it. I'm not looking for the game itself. Oh, you know what? They did change the Wizard 101 graphics. But I did also find the old site. I found the old site and that's necessary. I accidentally opened a very low fucking resolution image of it, but we're fine. Old site. Bam. Right there. Look at this fucking weird thing. I love it. Here's the difference. It's changed slightly over the years. Not a massive, like, increase at all for fucking 2019. But, they definitely did try to, like, revamp the graphics a little bit, for sure. You know what I mean? Yeah, it does look worse in 2008, doesn't it? The attempt they did here, I don't think works stylistically with what they were doing before as much. But yeah. This is Wizard 101, update of the day that I know you were all waiting for. Long shot totem, sphere of trust, relentless spear, straight and narrow track, telekinesis detector, heart sword, sphere of heart, disc of surprising wisdom, memory fragment, right edge, winged freedom sculpture, nuggets 15, and 2 creatures. That's a cave done. Looks like the models are the same, but the textures are updated, which is uncanny. Yeah, that can work. That can work really well. Depending on what you do. Give me a second to show an example of that. Okay. My favorite version of that exact situation where the textures are updated but the models are still the exact same is anything relating to the gorgeous Prime 1 remaster. This is a fucking, like, shitty bordered image, but, like, you know, the Prime 1 remaster is fucking gorgeous, man. I love it. Seeing, like, those old models now, like, a lot nicer. Ugh. It's crazy. Makes me happy. I got distracted again. I keep getting distracted by Metroid Prime. I think it's the second time I mentioned the stream, and that's not cool. I need to relax. Alright, boys. That's all of you. We're good? Let's take it home. End this day with a big, big plus. Pokemon does that, and it doesn't look all that bad. It really depends. Wizard did not do good at it. You know what I mean? No, I'm sick of the old Pokemon models. He hates them. Switch to Metroid Prime right now. Can you picture? Give me Metroid Prime 2 remastered. I know you're probably just gonna port it with 3. Make it a remastered. It would be so nice. It's so good. 2's good. Give it to me. I'd love it. Please, for me. Let me go to Torvus Bog with, like, the new remaster. That'd be great. I don't know. I think that'd be cool. Prime 4 when? Give it 3 years. 3, 5 years. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give 10 years. 13 years. 45 years. Give it a century. Or take. What else did I miss, by the way? That's what 2-Town was, Kyler. I kept making characters not being able to play after a while because you need to sub to keep playing. Oh my god. Absolutely awful. Commercial for Forza 1 that looked so cool, but the game then looked nothing like it. That happened a lot, yeah. Like, WoW cinematics being used as commercials were not representative of the game in the slightest. You know what I mean? They're beautiful cinematics, don't get me fucking wrong. But man, poof. Unfortunately, we won't be rid of those models until Nintendo finally lets Pokemon games have more than a year of dev time. Yeah. They don't have a choice. It took them this long to update Typhlosion Hydreigon's models. At least since Scarlet and Violet, there's some model upgrades. That's all we got, though. They need time. Give them time. Give them devs time. They can make something magical. If I get another, like, Arceus Legends type game with, like, years to cook in the oven, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Yum. That sounds delicious. I really enjoyed that game. FF14 cinematics spoil the previous DLC and are actually necessary for understanding the story. I was talking about the WoW cinematics because that's the commercials. Not just like in general talking about cinematics here. Really not given the time and sucks so bad. They're forced to cobble a game together so quickly that Scar Violet barely fucking functioned. And it was good. That's a part of my problem I hate about it. It was good. I lost 41 Pikmin in this day. Holy shit. Oops. Oops. That's life, though. Happens to all of us. Me gonna watch the Wrath cinematic right now. First off, hello, Keck, and I hope you enjoy the Wrath cinematic. I love that one. We've been stuck in the same place for a while now, Bernard. I suppose that leaves a pilot like you with a lot of free time. Not at all. A pilot's work involves a lot more than just flying spaceships. Oh, I didn't realize. What else does a pilot do then? Oh well, for starters, I've got to store up lots of extra sleep so I can stay awake through all the long haul voyages. I'm not sure that counts as work. I like him. I respect him. I don't remember who did the video, but someone was reading, like, employee reviews of Game Freak that talked a lot about crunch and outdated tech. Yeah. Definitely. When a story's ongoing, seeing current content's gonna spoil old content. That's just how, yeah, that's how it works ultimately. Like, if you're gonna get, like, an expansion for Game 2, Game 1 is gonna have, like, a spoiler for it. Because realistically, World of Warcraft may be one game, but if we're gonna actually, like, separate it, World of Warcraft has been 11 games so far. Yeah, 11. And the cinematics are basically trailers for the next game when you think about it that way. You know what I mean? I wonder what the max leaflings you can have laying on the floor is. I wonder too. I've been collecting them. I wonder if they're gonna sprout and be a tree. Wouldn't that be a bit of fun? All right, Picklepedia. We gotta check the new guys before we call it for today. I already went longer than I expected I was gonna go today. But that's life. We spent so much time reading Picklepedia. Alright, so there's Emperor Ball Blacks, and this is Sovereign Ball Blacks. Gotcha. Oculus Supremus Advanced Age. Oh, so he's old. Grub Dog family. Damo's version. The value of a living creature is within its ecosystem has no relation at all to how big or small it is. That being said, this massive mountain of a critter is truly majestic. Not only does it have the courage and means to lay waste to any opponents, it also has a roar that can make the boldest of travelers start to tremble in their spacesuit. Useless entry. Now for the scientist. An Emperor Ball Black's of extremely advanced age. It will no longer display the pack behavior commonly exhibited by younger members of its species. Instead, as an individual ages, it leaves the herd and exhibits more solitary behaviors. It feeds by using its strongly developed legs to leap upon and crush its prey, with speed disproportionate to its massive body. To determine the age of any given specimen, you can count the rings of hide calcified in the form of a carapace. One ring forms roughly every year the creature lives. Individuals over 100 age of rings have been discovered so far. God, these fuckers get old. The Sovereign Ball Black's back is often covered in moss and pteridophytes. Okay. On a few occasions, specimens have been found of the rare species of mushroom called bulborel growing on its back. That's fun. That's cute. Yeah, we're not doing any night missions, okay? Ever. 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 We got Olmar. We don't need night missions anymore. We're not gonna see any of them. Yeah, Snom, the first hour and like 40 minutes of the stream, we're reading Olmar entries. That was it. I went through every single one of these and read the Olimar entries. And since, you know, we didn't get any of them, we had quite a few things that took a while. So, if you want to see, that's about an hour and 40 minutes of that on the VOD. Watery Blowhog, I was just saying earlier that I didn't see these in the game yet and I was excited. Seuss? I always forget. Lugians, Blowhog family. Though it looks a lot like its flame-spewing counterpart, remember that blue around the mouth is for water and red is for fire. Keep that in mind, you can avoid being unpleasantly surprised. A watery blowhog shower to wash away all your dirt and woes at the end of the day doesn't sound so bad. Shit, oops. And then proper entry. A variant subspecies of the fiery blowhog, the watery blowhog lacks several of the genes necessary for production of fire-producing catalysts, and thus expels jets of non-flammable liquid. This subspecies appears to only have recently evolved. However, the hereditary traits of this variant are dominant and highly robust, so its population is rapidly increasing. That's my scientist. Now, what the fuck is this mama shear grub? I was curious. Himagea mandibulusa, neotenic. Mandibular family. Since it's exceptionally large, when it squirms to move or wriggle minutely side to side to dig its whole body into the ground like a drill, you can observe it in all its exceptional detail. The way it moves is quite enchanting to watch. If only we had a super duper size, we could super duper size all creatures like this. I like that. We had Piccolopedia Book Club. It really was, wasn't it? The mama shear grub will typically molt when it reaches maturity, then dig itself into the ground to prepare it for egg laying. However, certain types like this specimen exhibit neoteny and retain the appearance of a juvenile of the species. If this species locates an abundant food source, they won't leave it. Sometimes they'll stay at that spot for years, steadily growing to gigantic proportions like this one. Though this specimen has the look of a juvenile, it has fully developed reproductive abilities and can achieve impressively high birth rates. Its offspring, however, are the same size as a typical shear grub. Okay. Good to know. Here the dickhead is. The man at legs. What a stupid, funny name. Pseudoarachnia neveronia arachnid family. Having a body made up of living cells, a metabolism, and the ability to reproduce and to produce offspring might be considered necessary traits to determine if something's truly alive. But this rapid-fire cannon blows away all conventional definitions. Is it a machine and a creature? What a fascinating possibility. This species of arachnid family fuses machinery at a crucial point in the maturation process, giving it the ability to fire energy bursts from the launcher beneath its orbital or orbicular torso. However, the man of legs itself is not in control of this weapon. Instead, the mechanical portions of its structure appear to automatically acquire and attack targets. The man at legs is a gentle disposition, as a member of the arachnid family has no natural enemies. It is particularly difficult to understand why this species developed such awesome offensive capabilities, leading to rumors among the scientific community that it was the machinery that approached the arachnid and proposed the symbiotic relationship. So fun. Yeah, man at legs is a genius name. There are no wild watery blowhogs to pick 3, only plasm wraith ones. Oh, I just realized what you said. That, like, shut me down for, like, 6 seconds. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why it, like, broke me. The glint beetle. Pili aurucus. Glint beetle. Iridescent glint beetle. The golden shine on its gleaming carapace really is gold. It's in this little darling's nature to collect gold from the soil. As you might expect, it's extremely rare to see one in person. I've never heard it, so I hope to have one up here before me someday. This variety of beetle consumes subterranean minerals. Due to the fact that it rarely emerges above ground, sightings of particular species are extremely rare. While minerals are the species' primary source of food, the beetle itself does not have the ability to digest these minerals. Instead, metabacteria living inside the beetle's stomach chemically break down the minerals. The resulting purified metal is discharged, but rare metals such as gold and platinum crystallize onto the iridescent glint beetle's shell, resulting in the beautiful laminated shimmer. So fun. Trying to see if anyone else is new, or did we finally catch up? We did it, gamers. We have caught up to the whole Piccolopedia yet again. Woo! So I also want to make a cool version of Man at Legs, but it was fused to Pocket Watch Treasure and is called Man of the Hour. That's good. That's really good. I like Olimar, like, proving to me that my thing... I was so sure the Dwarf Albino Bulborbs, like, properly were the kids of Bulborbs, and the Dwarf Spotted ones are just, like, you know... trying to be, right? But, like, it was nice to actually see that completely proven. Oh, it's you again. This is fascinating. I was able to confirm the onion has fused. Probably only have one more for 6, eh? And that's probably gonna be winged, and then the other 2 are just, like, candy pops, so... makes sense. Otherwise, I think it might be a little bit too crowded in colors. Either way, that's fucking awesome. Gym biologist. Listen. If we're being real, that's the subject of science I do the best in. I was very good in biology. Just haven't taken a biology class in decades, but, you know. Decades? It isn't been that, I'm not that old. I'm only decades old. Decades implies more than 1 decade. If we do that, I was 5. I was baby-it. Anyways, I think for Pikmin 4 today, that is fucking a good amount of Pikmin 4, right? Did a fucking solid amount. Yeah, it was a lot of Piccolopedia, but we got some good shit done in between, huh? We got some good shit done. But you didn't do any story, Jim. You didn't do any story. Die. And go watch my YouTube video. Released today, okay? You get 9 Spider-Man highlight videos coming out in the next 9 days. Fucking enjoy that. I worked fucking hard on those, okay? 9 videos. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. How does he do it? How does he do it? Who knows? I don't. It just kind of happens. The jumbo ones are infertile, which confirms a multitude of things about the Pikmin universe. Yeah, right? Isn't it crazy? But also the jumbo ones are, like, I was fascinated by the fact that they're, like, still have, like, they never reach sexual maturity, so they behave still more like infants, especially in the sense of, like, normal Bulborbs that are grown up are always sleeping. And you encounter them, they get up, right? But this one's moving like the kids do at daytime, you know? It's crazy. Still think about the way you reacted when Omar said the word sperm? That's gonna be in the highlight video. By the way, if you're excited about if you're having fun with the Spider-Man highlight videos, or if you don't care about the Spider-Man highlight videos and you want a different game, every single Pikmin game will be highlighted. I got clips for all of them. They will all be getting videos just like that. Probably not as many because, you know, they're not as long. But Pikmin 1, Pikmin 2, Pikmin 3, and Pikmin 4, they will all be getting highlight videos. And I hope you're excited for that as well. So, that's cool. Right now, I'm trying to decide whether or not I do the, like, maybe I'll do the Resident Evil 7 Halloween stream as my next highlight video. Or Pikmin 1. We're working on that. We're thinking about it. We are at Jimmy Bim Incorporated thinking about it. We'll see, though. We'll see how we feel. Ah, man, that was fucking awesome. That was fun. I had a great time. I forgot how much I love this fucking game. It just makes me smile. You know? Because, like, I mean, like, it's been a bit since we played. We got, like, we had other stuff. I had some days off. We had Minecraft Mania the other day, but we're back with some more. I'm assuming we're gonna finish off Pikmin 4 this week. So I might have to adjust my schedule, like, once we do that. We'll see, though. So far, though, this has been a fantastic marathon, and I'm very happy about it. And it has given me an excuse to have Seth in almost every one of my streams. I know this ain't gonna last. I know after we're done Pikmin, I'm not gonna see Seth that often anymore. And it's a shame, but I very much appreciate you joining for these. I liked it. I gotta find more Seth bait to keep Seth around. That's how we function now. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today. Hope you have a wonderful night and take care of yourselves. And stay safe and cool. And remember, my dear Brimmers, to be brave and stay strong. Because when the night comes, we go to bed. Because otherwise the Bulborbs will eat us. And Seth, it's already too late for you. Run! They're coming for you right now, dumbass! You gotta get going! Run away! Quick! Hurry! Sprint! You have places to be! Why am I just yelling at Seth? Too sweet, me bimbos!